Almighty wow. Almighty wow. Almighty wow. Spin move. Lay some then. If you want to lay some, then go ahead and lay some. If you want to lay some, you go and lay some. If you want to lay some, go ahead and lay some. If you want to drop step, nigga, drop step. That may be a song in the future. If you want to lay some, go and lay some. If you want to drop step, go and drop step. If you want to shoot three, shoot three. Oh, God. Hey, no. Hey, no. Well, y'all want this one. So where's your big the
Oh, bro, you just gonna make fun of my big toe, bro.
so like why not just wear two socks? Like you could literally wear a sock under that and still wear those socks. I mean, like it just you should do it for you, not for me. You should. But like, why would you want to walk around with your big toe hanging out? Like, yep. What the? There you go. You can either put it on or just hold it. I have it magneted to my shirt, so it's up to you. Wait, how much did you get? How much did you get
What?
on the?
Oh, I don't remember. I only made one.
You only made it.
Yeah.
Okay. So after the middle, after this one, then we'll do our sit-ups. Because right now, me and Jair got 10. Yo ass got 20.
He's about to dip.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to work. Master said, come into work. If I make the shot, you don't go in.
On our journey back to Central.
Facts. We definitely finna be in New York and shit. That shit finna be dead ass.
Yeah, me too, but like a month later.
I'm probably gonna stream when we in New York and then use like my camera to record some stuff.
Oh my god.
That's the thing. I don't know if I want to stream only or do just a vlog. That's the thing. Like I'm kind of in between right now. I don't know if I want to stream or just do a vlog. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Goddamn. What are you gonna make, nigga? There we go. Same spot. Same spot. There you go. God damn. Yeah, guys, we're gonna be in here a lot more often because this nigga can't shoot for some reason. But when we get into a competition and shit, this nigga lights out. Now I'm talking shit, watch him make it. I'm not even gonna look at the rim. He gonna make the bullshit now. Now I'm talking shit. Oh! Oh shit, was it a lifetime opportunity? I'm gonna be honest. I need you to get your shit.
Why should I sit next to you and I just somehow? You know, you're like a bag. You know that?
You know what it is? It's the jacket.
I think it's your.
It's the
My
jacket.
hair, nigga, what?
It's the jacket.
It's the yakking, nigga. You know, a free throw is also a shot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to shoot a three, you know what I'm saying? You can shoot a free throw. Nah, stay your ass right here and make that shit. God damn, you gotta leave the swaggiest way, bro. Oh, that's a dot. Are you bugging? That was a dot. I ain't got. Dre been doing doms this whole time too.
Just enough to make you smile, chef.
God damn. I don't know what the fuck you trying to say. Nigga, make a jump shot. What the fuck?
Man, that was terrible.
God damn! What the fuck?
No, that was a bad pass, bro. That was a bad pass.
I don't want to hear it. Thank you. And so much shit shine over there. I don't think it's space for your shit. I got everything.
Your name and Dre's name.
I got all my brands. I didn't even tell you all the different pillars to my brand.
Friends on the ball.
No brand
All
pillars.
your friends on the ball.
All right, bro.
You know
Hey.
everything.
Hey.
Troll City.
Boo!
That's that shot from Shell City, baby.
Why you keep playing, bro?
I just went like, I went like this. What the fuck?
That wasn't even a thing. 7.
God. Nigga, you got it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Whoever starts it.
I started and you pass it.
That's up to y'all. Y'all got to figure it out.
He said that's up to y'all.
Yeah, it's off the feeling. It's off the feeling. That's how it is every time. Not try it again. Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, bro. You get home safely, man.
Get home safe, man.
Oh yeah, you got 10 sit-ups, fuck nigga. You got 10 sit-ups when you get home. Sit-ups. Lost. Or you could do one of these type shit.
I'm gonna do my own sit-ups now.
I'm gonna do these. These my favorite because it works the whole core a little bit better.
I don't want to wait.
It's one of these. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I got an 8-piece.
You got 8.
8-piece with the front. Yeah, I got that. It's mainly when I don't eat though. I just ate type shit. So like, you feel me? I had the tilapia with the wings.
I already did it.
What? Hey. Now that shit gets dead ass when you go closed leg and then open leg and then like that shit gets serious. That shit gets serious. Ooh, child.
Go home safely, man.
Yeah, I got you. We gonna let you know when we leaving here.
All right, my boy, take it
See
easy.
you, gang.
Oh. Bro, where's the me sports people when you need them? Oh.
Bro, that shit used to be so funny. You should have open shot. Yeah. Oh. Wii Sports was one of a kind, bro. Nigga,
Bro,
what?
Matt used to get on my nerves. The
What's-
OG Matt, bro. The bald black guy that always
Bro.
wears orange.
You had Matt in Wii Sports. I had Larry in Call of Duty, bro.
Bro.
When the Wi-Fi was off and I played against the PC, bro, Larry was the only nigga at the top of the leaderboard for them. I'm like, what is he doing? This is what he does. You're dead. There's no like he's looking. He just turns and just immediately fires.
I got a friend, Larry. We call him DJ Lay 'em Down Larry.
Lay him down, Larry. Lay him down, Larry. Oh shit. See, look, like that move right there. All you gotta do is one, look for a second. Like you gotta, the head matters, bro. Pause. The head,
Nah,
the
I
head
mean,
matters.
no pause if it's a girl. The head matters.
Because if you just go hezzy with nothing else, like if you just hezzy with your hands and feet, it's not gonna be as effective. Like this is not as effective as, especially if it's your shooting hand, not as effective as this. Because that really stuns you. I'm gonna be honest. I should have went like,
Well, before, either hand was my shooting hand.
you really got both. So, bro, you have the best of both worlds. Like, you're Mike Conley if he was born in Duluth. I'm gonna be
Whatever that
honest.
means.
I'm gonna be honest.
That was terrible.
I should say.
But not as bad as. No, I'm just kidding. That's what
Bro,
I'm here for.
I heard the glass sound effect. Bro,
But that's what I'm here for.
facts. Hey, 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 hey. Oh shit. Ah, ah, ah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I ain't gonna lie, I've made some postman shots and I was surprised myself. That shit surprised me. No cap. That shit surprised me. Good shot. Neon, neon. Cash out from the eons. Okay, never mind. Hey, hey. Ooh, I like that. I need to try
I
to.
never thought about that. I never thought about that until now.
Another move I like doing too is get into a spot because I can power off this leg good enough to going right and going right over. That's honestly the Donovan Mitchell move. That nigga spams that shit so much. He be like that nigga
Literally.
be spamming that shit.
Every time. Every time.
Ah. Oh man. Yeah, I want to start coming up here Saturdays, training session, streaming the whole thing, getting both of us mic'd up. We can always go back and watch it, turn it to whatever clips we want. And then eventually, eventually, if possible, we can turn this into an open run or really a training gym, because that'll be tough. I was telling y'all here, if we was to do a training gym and like, say we have like if they were like, if we wrote it on paper, we do like no more than 20 people max, only invites. And the money that they send us is mainly going to be used for drinks so that people can always stay hydrated. Have a cooler over there, get drinks for the people that if you bring, you can't bring anybody. It's only you.
It's invite only, bro.
Yeah, literally invite only.
You have to be within the group or you have to prove yourself to be in the group.
Yeah,
The
and then
way
we're
you
gonna
prove
always,
yourself
we gonna
is-
always keep a stat, not a stat sheet, but a list. Like if you're not on a list, then you can't pull up. You won't get the address. Like,
They'll be
that's
like, but my friend know the address.
how-
I'll be like,
real,
well, your
bro.
friend ain't my friend,
Exactly.
unfortunately.
And
Like,
that's
well,
how I gotta
You
be.
suck at hooping. I'd be like, yeah, but I'm in the court.
Exactly. You gotta accept that, bro.
Man, I could bust all y'all. Okay.
How can you bust anybody on the sideline?
Right. It's easy to say anything from the sideline.
Facts. Hella easy.
It's all fun and games till I lock in on defense, then you won't be saying nothing.
Facts.
If we were to do a training course, defense top tier already.
Man.
Me and Jay used to do he asked me one day, he was like, can you help train me on defense? He got better in like 2 weeks after we did it.
Yeah, he was getting better with me when we was doing all them shooting workouts and stuff. Like, I'm a really good offensive guy. I can really even say I'm great, like a good balance of a player. It's just like the small little stuff like we were doing earlier, the using your body. Because my IQ is pretty much there. There's a lot of leagues I've played in so far. The teams that are most successful are the teams that actually play as a team. The teams that are like, people are trying to find their role, and then there's like that one or two guys that's shooting all the shots, and they're not even like at least 60% in the shots they take, or the shots that they do take is not leading to kickouts or helping your team score. That's the shit that ends up losing. That's happened to my team, sadly. That is sadly what happened to my team. Because bro wasn't trying to give the ball up. And the thing is, I know what it is. It's always comes down to trust. If you don't trust your team, you ain't gonna get the ball up. That's what Kobe did. So I get the perspective. He said, nope, you won't get the ball. You ain't coming to practice. You out all night, fucking bitches and shit. He didn't say that, but like, he wanted to say it. So yeah.
I mean, hey, you already know if we're on the court, I'm just gonna hold it until you get ready.
Fact.
Either you or Jaheer. Or if you
That's-
tell me to go, I'm gonna just go. That's it.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't like. I don't care if it's ego or not. I feel like when I actually control the game, it's a higher chance of us winning because I'm not coming from a space of I got to score every bucket at all. Like some majority of my wins in basketball is not me scoring 8 a game. It's I say 25% is me scoring at least that 8 if we won at 15. So like some of it is that, but then the rest is real shit like dead ass teamwork. We gotta. It's a dude that is guarding you. He's taller than you, but he's fat. Speed block, layup every time. Now, does that mean do it every time you get the ball? No. That means you can set things going, and then when you drive, since they see you beating him already, they gonna collapse. You got a kick out. If they rotate, we rotate with it. Like it was a moment I was watching it. I was watching the summer league game. I kid you not. So come up to over here with the ball. So you're dribbling going this way, right? You was going over here. And then you get cluttered. And then once you get cluttered, the guy on this side who was actually at the elbow, he runs to the corner. And his defender is still at the wing watching the ball handler. And it was such an easy catch and shoot. And guess what the hand the dude shot with? Who shot it? He was a lefty.
Oh yeah.
So it was like even more beautiful to see. I was like, what? And it's the same way going the opposite side. Like it just fills spaces. Like I watched the video about it. Like basketball is so easy. Just gotta allow it to be easy. Don't make it hard. That's why I'm happy that I'm a little bit injured. Because when I come back, oh my God. Oh my God. Shit.
I don't even care about coming back, honestly.
So what's new in Dre's world right now?
I'm working on a certificate in data analysis.
Yes, sir.
I gotta complete my step 1, and then I'll do something art related or whatever.
Have you actually been making any art recently?
I made like 2 things, but that's because I wanted to put it on a t-shirt. That's it.
Yeah. Bro, that's all your shit. That's all you should be doing right now for real. Cause you got don't you have the print itself? You have the printer itself?
I have the heat press, and it's a 5-in-1. It does mugs, hats, shirts, plates.
Yeah. So no cap, that should be the biggest thing with you right now. If you turn that into a real talent, get used to doing that. That can be your, it just slipped. That could be your moneymaker for real. Cause when I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. There we go. Good miss. Anywho, I'm about to make a Etsy website because I'm going to turn my photos into posters and even also shirts as well. And I'm going to use $50 probably every other week, so $25 a week to invest into it, $100 a month for promotions, because I'm gonna use Canva to make the posters for me. But as far as like handheld things, we can make that ourselves. And I actually use ChatGPT to figure out if I was to go hard with it using that budget and being consistent every week and working on it, what's the potential income within 6 months? Bro, 2,100. 2,100. Oh my God. I'm giving y'all a free game right now. If you're listening to this, you're getting free game. Walk down, 3 ball. Let's see if he makes it. Hell yeah. Ah. What's that one word they be saying? Fire. I think it's charged up. Yeah, talk to me like twins. Earl. Hey. Nigga almost, yep, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Oh my God. I'm gonna put this over here because I wanted to charge. Well, not charge. I want to be able to get everything. You know what I'm saying? While we talking and shit. I don't know what y'all talking about on here, but if you can like and subscribe, that'll be pretty awesome. Good shot. Yeah, bro, you gotta slow down a little bit. Be a little bit more control with your pace. Oh, bro, I just found a new show on Netflix. It's called Heroes.
Heroes.
That shit is good. So the concept of the show, basically, people just randomly woke up with like certain abilities. Like one dude can teleport and stop time. Another guy can fly. Another dude, for some reason, when he takes, what's the drug? When he takes the shit that he injects.
Heroin.
When he takes heroin, he paints the future.
Okay.
He paints future events.
That's real life. No.
And the thing is like, so they finally show in episode 6, when he basically takes the heroin, he's visualizing what he's painting and his actual body's doing it, but he doesn't remember actually doing it. And then it's another dude that he could put his hand through things. Like if I wanted to put my hand through the wall, he could do that. And then it's a woman who has a different version of her. Like her name is Nikki, but the other version of her is Jennifer. She's strong as fuck. Imagine Marvel, like Miss Marvel, but Nikki without the flying. Like it's dead ass. And supposedly, so it was a scene where the dude who can teleport, he's actually Japanese. And his homie is basically his translator. So his translation is not the best, but he can speak a little bit of English. And he was like, bro, I'm telling you, I could transport and teleport and stop time. So what he did was, after they argued or whatever, he sat on a train and he was like, I just want to go to New York. The time behind him goes from 11 o'clock and speeds up to 1, and he ends up in New York. And then for some, I don't know how, but he stumbles upon a place where a dude's like head is cut off and his brains is like scooped out his head. And like he's there and he sees a gun and he was like, what the hell? And the police just walks in. And then he goes to the police station and then he's like, what's the phone number? Calls the guy. He's been missing for 5 weeks. He thought he just got there. So then when he was on the phone with him, like, bro, I've been here for like a day. What happened? He looks out the window, New York is exploded. And when it's about to explode, he closes his eyes and like does the little teleport thing and times like stop time. Cause that's all he's doing. When he stops time, that's his teleportation because he's going somewhere and coming back. When he stops time, he goes back to the train and he has 5 weeks to stop everything. And it's crazy, bro. Like, for instance, the dude who can fly, right? He's running for governor. So he's trying to hide his ability because his brother is saying he can fly, but he's like, bro, I'm trying to be a governor. Fuck all that flying shit. So it was a point where the girl who has different versions of her that works for a mob, she was trying to seduce the governor and trying to get him on tape so he could be embarrassed so he doesn't get, the governor position. He wakes up, he gets chased by the people that's trying to find the people with gifts. I don't know who these are yet, but basically they're trying to find him. They chase him out of his hotel room. He has nothing but pajama pants. He runs, he gets to like the what's that shit called? Garage park area, and then he runs to the gate and he tries to jump on the gate. And I'm thinking like, is he gonna fly off the gate or what? Like, what the fuck's going on? He was like, well, you might as well shoot me. No, I'm gonna do exactly how he did it. He was like, well, you might as well shoot me. And he was like, well, you got nowhere to go. He was like, boom. I was like, what the fuck? And the whole time he was telling his brother, bro, you're hallucinating or seeing shit. And that was the first time you actually see him fly without like resistance type shit. And it was crazy.
Yeah, he was about to die.
And the crazy thing is, like, I love the show so much because it's bringing people from different places together. Because the woman went from, oh, dude. And then it's a cheerleader who can't die. She recorded videos of her trying to kill herself and she can't die.
Yeesh.
For example, she jumped off of a like 40-foot tall like little stool, broke her shoulder. My name is Amber and I'm good. I forgot her name. It's something else, but I'm just using it for the moment.
Amber.
It was one night she got drunk with the what's her name? She got drunk with the quarterback on the team. He tries to rape her. He pushes her off because she got strong enough to get up. She falls and hits her neck, and like a fucking wooden piece goes in her neck. She's dead for probably like 5 hours because it's in her. Soon as the shit gets taken out, she's on top of a morgue table where her body split open. She heals immediately, and she's like, her body's open, and she's like this. What the fuck is happening? She rolls the skin up, and it heals. Bro, you ever almost take something out the oven without mitts on? You ever almost did that? She did that purposely. She took them out. She's like, her hands are healing in real time. She was like, "Are the muffin's good?" Her mom, delusional. "Are the muffin's good? I smell something burning." "No, it's all right." I'm like, what the fuck? And it's supposedly 3 seasons of this. How the fuck are you gonna expand this for so long, bro? So yeah, it's a crazy
It
ass
just
show.
depends on the story.
Oh, and then it's a police officer who could hear people's thoughts.
Yeah, that's hacked.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Man, so this show is actually really good. The fact that the episodes are hour long is kind of like stretching it like a motherfucker. But the story, I really like it. I really do like it. And you know how the story got really canonized for real when it started, because the show came out in 2009 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Like, you ever seen Supernatural?
I've heard of it.
So it's like almost the same like look as Supernatural. However, what is it? The same look as Supernatural, but the show got started because the fans and Comic-Con really liked the show and they pushed for it to be dropped. So that's why it got so big. That show is fire. I love it. And then One Piece. One Piece getting so good. They finally talking about what happened in the first world and then the gap year. Like, nigga,
Yo,
I'm so excited, bro. God. Oh my fucking God. I'm so excited.
it's all fun and games until Solo Leveling Season 3 comes out.
Nah, real shit though.
It's
Not
gonna
like,
break the internet.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit's finna go crazy.
And Black Clover Season 2 coming out.
Wait, it was only season 1 of Black Clover? Whoa, I thought it was like 3 seasons. I was gonna binge watch it and just
There's
play it.
different arcs, but it's just one. It's just like One Piece is just one thing, but it has different arcs.
How many
Black
episodes
Clover's
does it have so far?
Like 200 something. I want to say 217.
I still gotta finish My Hero. Like, I stopped after
I gotta finish too.
I stopped after actually the final battle, and they were like kind of easing things up. But yeah, One Piece was actually really good. I actually cried watching, like,
I mean, it got good story
yeah, the
for
story is-
everybody.
Yeah, that story is fire. I love that story. I think, I ain't gonna lie, One Piece and My Hero's story is kind of relatable. Like, they're both pretty similar. It's just one is a school and one is like a pirate for real.
I like My Hero because it's like repercussions to every power,
Facts.
and it's realistic.
Yeah, it is. Because with One Piece, it's more like every power has a weakness. It's not really like a it runs out of stamina type shit. At least not too much. Because Luffy shit, he speeds up the rubber in his body for Gear 2. For Gear 3, he not only bites his hand, he blows into it. And then Gear 4 is the bouncy man. Well, yeah, Gear 4 is the bouncy man. And then Gear 5 is just basically him being reincarnated as Nika because he died and came back. Because he definitely lost to bro at first.
Oh, Kaido.
Yeah, he definitely lost.
Kaido murked him, bro.
No cap.
Kaido was like, "Let me show you why I'm part of the Great Big Three,
Exactly, bro.
or whatever they're called."
It's called the The Emperors.
Yeah, the Emperors. Let me show you why I'm a part of that.
When I saw Luffy grab this nigga as a dragon and start doing jump ropes, I say, yo, yeah, you're cut, buddy. That nigga turned into noodles. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was down bad.
Are you watching any or reading any new manga?
Oh, y'all not ready for this manga that's just coming out with the anime in October. It's called Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi?
It's gonna be the next best swordsman anime off rip. You thought Demon Slayer was good? This one is good too. And there's no powers. Well,
It's more like
Demon Slayer is all about styles.
Yeah, it's techniques and stuff.
This one, the blade itself has abilities,
Bro.
but it's up to the person to bring their technique into the blade.
You know what I just found out that's relatable to that? So Shanks, red hair Shanks, he's actually one of the royal bloods. He's actually part of the royal bloodline. Like he's supposed to be in Marie Joie, but he left. I don't know the whole story yet, but what I do know is his twin works for the government and he's like the evil twin type shit or pirate twin, I guess. This nigga pulled out a sword, right? He didn't swipe the sword. No. He just went like this, and 3 fucking dogs came out of it. Like the Cerebrus, the 3-headed dog came out of the sword, bro.
The Hell Guardian.
Like what? That junk is crazy.
But yeah, I'm watching this old anime from 2003. It's called Maburaho.
Mapurato?
Maburaho.
Maburako.
It's really good. I like the story. It's basically set up. It's a magic anime, so everybody has a spell count. Have you ever seen whatever that movie is where everybody has a number?
Oh,
The one with
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah. Everybody has a number. So it's the same concept, but that's how many times they can use magic. And if you run out of all your magic counts, then you turn into ash. Yeah.
You might have to show me that one. I like that because it teaches you responsibility. So how do you get more counts?
It's very rare. So like there was one specific time because the main character, he has the greatest potential of magic. Like his magic came from, he's an ancestor of basically the great elders from when magic first started. But the drawback is he can only use it 8 times.
Damn.
So he can do world-changing magic, but only 8 times. And he uses it for the smallest stuff. Like one time he used it to stop one of his friends' lunches from falling onto the ground. Like he froze time and reversed it so she can have the lunchbox to give to her crush.
Damn.
That was just one instance, but the only way you can recover it is literally the only example they showed is there is 2. There's a hot spring that you can go to, but you have to submerge yourself for like 10 days, which is impossible.
10 fucking days in a hot spring is crazy.
But like under the hot spring.
Exactly. That's the what? Okay. What's the other way?
The other way is you have to win a baseball match against the underworld.
Okay, first off, out of all sports, why baseball?
Japan. That's what Japan.
So is the main sport in Japan baseball?
Probably. They have a lot of it's either baseball or volleyball because that's all they really show.
Yeah. Well, now pickleball.
Yeah.
Pickleball is like, I would play pickleball. I don't care. And tennis. I wouldn't mind playing that. I'd rather play team tennis though. The full regular tennis, I ain't gonna cap. That's a little, yeah. I don't know about that one.
The only thing about that anime is it's funny because there's 3 main chicks. They're all going after his genes, like genetic genes.
Damn.
So
They're trying to swallow it.
the story grows from that, but then they all get like they actually start liking him. Well, 2 of the girls start liking him, The first one, he had a promise with her like a long time ago that they were gonna get married because she moved away. So she pulled up and was like, "Hey, I'm your wife," and he was like, "Who are you?" It was one of those.
Okay.
But the other two, one of them was like a modern day boss babe. She has her own business, and she's part of this head family that kind of controls the city or whatever. The other chick, she's more the traditional Japanese side and a swordswoman. So, yeah, it's only 24 episodes, but it's really good.
And it says from 2003.
Yep.
Damn. Any fight scenes so far?
Yeah, they have some fight scenes. It's not gonna be Demon Slayer level fight.
Yeah,
scenes.
I don't think it is. It's more like kind of like common sword fighting, just more in depth type shit.
It's not even a lot of sword fighting either, because there's not a lot of swordsmen in there. It's more so it's more romance than action based.
Yeah.
So it'll be a lot of, oh well, you hurt my friend, boom.
Oh.
Or I'm gonna set up this elaborate evil scheme that the main character gets caught in, and then the girl swoops in, blows up everything, back to normal.
Damn.
But the crazy part is, so since he has an 8 spell count, the story goes on where he did like turn to ash,
Damn.
but he comes back. But it's really good.
So like kind of it sounds like Dawn to Dawn, but just chiller.
Dandadan is
Dawn to Dawn is
ridiculous.
hilarious, bro.
That manga,
Bro, I
People
the
aren't
way they
ready.
ended that last season though was holy.
bro, y'all
shit.
aren't even ready, bro. You don't even know who Gigi is for real. Bro, I can't talk about anything. When it comes to anime, I can't talk about anything because I know too much, bro. Especially Black Clover. Black Clover is done. Kaiju number 8 is done.
Yeah, I haven't watched Kaiju number 8 yet.
Demon Slayer has been done for the past 2-3 years. So I haven't said anything.
Damn, they just taking it along because it's making so much money. They're kind of like dragging it out.
Yeah, I mean, look, Demon Slayer got 2 more movies and they're done. There's one that's coming up, and then after that,
Yeah.
like the final fight, it's just too long of an arc. Because the final fight, I want to say, lasts like 50 chapters. Like, for example, Mugen Train, that was like 20 chapters
Damn.
total. So they just put it all in the movie. From where we started with the first movie that just came out recently,
Yeah.
that's just the first fourth of that arc.
Damn.
We're not even halfway through yet. Because you didn't see them fight Upper Moon 1. You didn't see them fight Upper Moon 2. Well, you saw a little bit of that fight, but you got to see the second half.
Yeah.
Then you didn't see them actually fight Muzan. Muzan itself is gonna take a whole movie just to show that,
Yeah.
depending on what they add or subtract. But they've been pretty consistent in the scenes.
I ain't gonna lie though, I would love to see. Is this supposedly the strongest demon like related to Tanjiro?
Oh no.
Oh, that was just folklore, some bullshit.
Well, the best way to explain it is, so without spoiling everything, the best way I could word it is, the first Demon Slayer, Tanjiro is not related to him at all. What happened was, and it shows it in the series too, he basically just pulled up, passed out. Tanjiro's grandfather at the time happened to like take care of him. He inadvertently showed them, like they watched his swordsmanship going through all the forms. They copied it and made a ritual dance out of it. So that's why in the first season you see his dad doing the dance. That's all forms of his style, the sun breathing or whatever. So they had the earrings too to keep the tradition. So when they passed it to Tanjiro, he already knew it because it's in his tradition to do that dance, and you do the dance all night. So that's a hint into the last part. So just keep that in mind.
Shit, because even that demon did look like Tanjiro too, though.
Yeah, with him, so I think he's the first Demon Slayer's brother.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just they have different styles. And then when he became a demon, bro just became cracked. He just kept practicing swordsmanship with demon power. So he's like, you just gotta watch it, bro.
Man.
Cause you saw it.
Yeah.
Bro was cutting all the pillars and he didn't even pull out the sword.
I would love to see I just want to spend time like actually watching anime for a minute though.
Bro, just do it.
Yeah.
Every time I go over Maya's house, that's all I do. After I do what I need to do, or if I'm off of work or something, that's the first thing I cut on. I watch a lot of rom-coms though. Romantic comedies and anime. Oh my god.
I ain't gonna lie, they do be funny. Like, I think it's called Riku, something like that. Where the dude has like ultimate power, but he's like a teenager, and he has like the pink things in his head.
Oh yeah.
That show is good. I like that one. I haven't watched it in a while, but I like that one.
I gotta put you on some real ones, bro. I'm a rom-com genius.
Yeah,
That's like my genre for real.
I wouldn't mind watching that because that shit is pretty funny.
The funniest. Oh, you go ahead.
It feels like watching those. I feel like be the same shit. Like I think about as a child, but just never like express.
No, literally, that's how I got my game, bro. I'm serious.
I believe you.
It teaches you to speak your heart without being a bozo.
What's that one show? Como can't speak or can't talk.
Oh,
Como?
Comey can't communicate.
Yeah, that show. That shit was so funny. And then when she did talk, yeah,
See, I read that one first, actually. So imagine that you just waited for a speech bubble, you never get it.
You know what's funny? I want to read Marvel comics and DC comics, but not really watch it like that because I feel like
it's
they've
better.
redone so many intros, especially with Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, that I'm like, bro, how far does this go? Because I want to see what is like the continuation of the story. Instead
Yeah, like
of,
what's
Like,
we
I'm so
we know
tired.
how it started, bro.
I'm so tired of seeing another Uncle Ben dying, another Gwen dying. Like, I do like how this time they switched it to where basically, this is a whole different universe to where Spider-Man is like completely starting fresh.
Mhm.
Nobody knows him because of what happened. But like, which universe Spider-Man is this?
Right.
Like, that's the shit that blows me.
That ending was kind of crazy, but that's probably the best decision he could have made.
Yeah, to be honest, 'cause he had a lot of shit going on.
Like he's still coping after, chick got off. So
Yeah.
he got a lot to like process.
They should have kept the main. They should have just stayed with Andrew Garfield mainly because he went through his deaths. Like the deaths he went through were way more emotionally like damaging than the other ones. He had to slide down a clock tower to try to get her, and then he started the revenge tour of looking at what the dude with the tattoo. Like that shit was way more intricate.
It was a deeper revenge plot. That's all Spider-Man is. When you think about it, Spider-Man is literally coping with revenge. That's the best way I can describe it.
That's true. I think Batman just took his the worst way because this is both of his parents in his face.
And if you want to take it even further, so Naruto is, you know how I watch my podcast or whatever and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't even watched the anime podcast like ever yet. I need to start watching that. I think I don't only because like I haven't watched Boruto yet.
Well, I don't even watch anime podcasts, but I'm just saying, like, the podcast that I watch.
Yeah.
So Naruto, my position about like black activism and black radicalism
Okay.
is literally based off of Naruto. Here's why.
Yeah, explain this shit.
So the building blocks of black nationalism and black activism: white man bad, black man oppressed, right?
Yeah.
Black man or black people, very little opportunities, demand reparations.
Yep.
But the thing that they don't tell you, because it's shown, is all black radicalism and all these liberal movements is all just a cycle of hatred.
Yeah. I've felt that like subconsciously always brew because like it always comes back to
White man
empowerment based off
Yes.
of it's
White
like
man bad.
empowerment based
That's
off
it.
of the pain that we went through. But then it's like, bro, because in my mind, like me personally, because a lot of times people go through that because they've either their lineage as close as like their grandparents or parents or cousins or uncles or something like that went through something racist wise. And so they go more into that route, or the information they learned more about, you know what I'm saying, what's happened in history is why. But like
I say it's even deeper than that.
that's
We are
usually,
taught to hate.
yeah.
That's how racism is built.
That is how racism is built.
We're
Being taught
taught
to
to
hate,
hate.
being taught to hate someone else. That is how it's built. I just also think that, like, if we really want to make a better society, why not do not exactly opposite, or just not do what the fuck was done to us? Like, why do we have to reenact that back to the people when we could just build our own shit? Literally.
So here's how Naruto comes in. For those who know, they know. But Pain,
Yeah.
you got to think about what Pain did. Bro literally pulled up to the Leaf Village,
Destroyed the whole fucking leaf. Building.
destroyed the whole thing, told them why he did it, taught them the psychological effect of revenge and hatred, and how it's just an endless logical
Mhm.
circle. It's called circular reasoning.
Circular reasoning of pain.
And then not only that, he taught the lesson, then brought everybody back to life like nothing happened, and then he just dipped.
Yeah, because it's in Naruto's words, bro.
He used talk no jutsu, bro.
That nigga Naruto taught pain how to accept pain.
Bro used talk no jutsu.
That's crazy.
See, if you want to use like societal terms, Pain was black pilled.
Black who?
Black pilled.
Black
Like
pill?
red pill, blue pill, black pill, purple pill.
I never heard of black and purple.
So you know what red pill is, right?
Yeah, red.
Like manosphere.
No.
I'm talking about societal.
Okay, I'm thinking Matrix.
Okay, well, societal
Okay.
red pill is like manosphere, man's rights,
Okay.
man's advocacy.
Okay.
Or if you want to get political, conservative.
Okay. Red is conservative. Blue is more.
Blue is liberal,
Mhm.
woke, feminism, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Black is basically we have no hope.
Mm.
Like because things are so jacked up, I have no prescriptions and there's nothing we can do.
Mm.
Purple is a mix of the two,
Mix of the two of black and what?
just red and blue.
Oh.
But the
Well,
problem,
that is purple, literally.
but the problem with purple is it's just gonna end up being blue.
Yeah.
Because think about it, you can't say this is. I'm gonna bring up a very prime example. A lot of females want a traditional man, but they still act modern.
Mm.
So you're not gonna attract a traditional man.
Yeah.
So if you're, let's say, you know, you have some conservative values,
Mhm.
but your actions depict blue pill values.
Mm.
That would be purple pill to me.
Yeah, because you are undoubtedly what you attract, and even sometimes what you are potentially trying to become. However, at the end of the day, the frequency you carry is what you're frequently gonna get. I had to face that fact myself. That's why, like, a lot of the stuff that I'm dealing with at home with Sydney and all of that, I really let go a lot. But I be my emotional self, I be hearing that nigga be so mad, bro. That nigga be so, like, every little thing, bro, this nigga be spazzing. I'm just in my room like, bro, let it
MAD.
go, man. Let it go, bro. Don't even
MAD,
worry about it.
bro.
Watch the
MAD.
show, twin.
MAD.
Just embrace your space, bro. On God. Like, one thing I'm definitely, like, what I learned from working at FedEx is being resilient. What I'm
Got to.
learning right now, dealing with
With
Sydney
that job, got to.
and everything, is that I'm learning to let go. Like that's the biggest thing I'm learning right now.
That's good.
Like really how to do it. And I believe Ox Blue, what is an ox? An ox is a fucking heavy fortress to try to move, a heavy ass animal. You can't move an ox. You gotta have to use probably like 4 to 10 humans to try to move an ox for real. So the fact it's Ox Blue, ox is something heavy and move with force. Blue has to do with not only the ocean, but also the throat chakra, because blue is that frequency. And also blue has to deal with clarity too, just like a blue sky. So move with the force of clarity and learn to let go. Damn, I love when I do shit like that.
Valid.
Uh,
One thing that I'm learning is I have 2 things to work on. So the first thing is learning the difference between nice and kind.
mhm.
And I looked at it this morning. The biggest difference is nice is transactional.
Yeah,
Kindness is not.
yeah. Kindness is like unconditional love more than what's the other word? Nice. Nice is tangible, in my opinion, and kindness is like what you would naturally want to do. And I think that's why my emotional self is more like I hear it a lot more. I don't really feel it as much anymore because I let it go.
Mhm.
But I hear it so much because it's like I've done all these things and I didn't have to do it at all. Like, what the fuck? Why can't I get this in return? Sometimes it happens like that, bro. It is what it is.
Because
So,
the way it was presented was nice is I'm going to do this. I'm going to act, you know, gleefully or whatever, like positively
mhm.
until you show me otherwise. Like
Mm,
I'm gonna respond to whatever energy you give me. Whereas with kindness, it's more so regardless of the energy you give me, I'm still going to be consistent.
mhm.
So if you're gonna be an a-hole, I'll just let you be an a-hole and kill you with kindness.
Yep.
But if you're gonna be nice, I'll be nice back. Either way, you get the same deal.
Facts.
And even in the Bible, that's why it's a virtue. Virtues require nothing back. Everything else requires some form of materialism. So, for example, a lot of the times, modern day people will mix up the difference between a virtue and they see virtue as something transactional, basically.
Mhm.
So, for example, a virtuous man is a man that protects and provides for his children and his wife, his
Right.
family.
Right.
But modern day is like, well, if you're going to be a female that doesn't uphold your virtues, then I'm not going to uphold mine. But virtue is not transactional.
Exactly. It's not.
You're going to do that regardless because you have the biological capacity to do it. And quite frankly, the other sex just can't.
Mm.
Even if you have the equalizer, which is
Yeah.
the get.
Yeah. Did you say the gap?
That's the ultimate equalizer.
Yeah.
But if you have a whole the hypothetical is if there's a majority of men versus a majority of women,
Mhm.
you give them all guns, all the same training, all the same everything the same. Who do you think is gonna win that fight?
Well, obviously, men.
Why?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I answered first men prematurely, mainly because like size, literally. But women can be some very ferocious beasts for real, because they know how to get under people's skin more than men do. But men are just literally bigger, and
Okay, so minus manipulation, who's winning?
minus manipulation, I'd say men still, because we naturally are. If Art of War was a person, you're thinking of a man. If you're thinking of a battle, you're thinking of a man. Now, if you're thinking of politics, communication, you're going to visualize a man, but in reality, it's more of a feminine thing because communication is a feminine trait because you have to talk things out. Men men naturally want to do things with more ferociousness. But if you know how to balance the feminine and masculine, you can actually speak with the right amount of force or passion to get what you need across without having to go to that extra step.
I only disagree because men are more benevolent.
Malevolent, yeah. On God, yeah. On God.
Here's another hypothetical for anybody that says women are more nurturing, women are more caring, women are more anything that has to do with less violent.
Mhm.
Bring them this scenario and see how they answer.
Okay.
So, especially when it comes to rights.
Okay.
So if it's the case, well, first you make the argument, or the statement, men are benevolent and they are the source of your rights because you can't enforce them.
Yeah.
And here's why. You would agree with me that on average, in general, men are stronger than women, right?
Facts.
So if that's the case, men could collectively collect all of you women, stuff you in cages, and use you as like breeding farms.
That's how they do the chicken.
But do we do that?
Nah.
We have the power to do it, but we don't do it. And here's the thing: in not every other country, but in certain countries,
Yeah.
that's how it's ran.
Yeah, like majority of the Eastern countries, yeah. Not majority, but you know, the one like India, Saudi Arabia, like Middle Eastern, those areas, they don't really turn them into breed, but the fact that they don't allow themselves to allow their natural beauty free.
Women are second-class citizens over there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They're not looked as an equal citizen. So that's the thing that's kind of like, damn, like for every one dude, it probably has like what, 3 wives or something like that. I don't know the real statistics, but from what like societal, just from like, you know, without thinking too hard about it, I think that's how it goes. I don't know for sure.
Now put women in the same scenario. What do you think is gonna happen, bro? They are gonna dog us out, bro.
No cap. Because like the reason why women are great nurturers and providers, and not providers, nurturers and what's the word? Reproducers.
They're the only ones that can reproduce. That's it.
Exactly. There's a certain level of like tenacity that comes on the backside of that if you cross that. You know what I'm saying? Like with men, ours is more like I was saying earlier, we can do more of a physical thing to you. Women, they can do more like psychological things, I feel like, because of how much they can nurture. If they can make you feel really good based off what they can do for you, they can also do something really bad to you as well.
But that's true, and when you think about it, if you don't have the strength, what's your next best bet?
Exactly.
Strategy.
Exactly. So they're great strategists. Really great at it.
And to your point, communication is huge for that form of strategy.
Mhm.
That's how feminism got its way in here, because
Exactly.
nobody talks about the anti-suffragettes. They're the ones who are giving us the arguments that we use today.
Yep.
And they were even smarter than we are now.
That's why a lot of times, like, it's like I was saying earlier, learning how to let go. Sometimes you got to let people have it because you can talk your way into an argument, confusion, delusion in the wrong environment. Because, you know, some delusion can be good, but
You gotta have a healthy amount of delusion.
Yeah, you got to have a healthy amount.
Like, especially when it comes to chasing your dreams or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a healthy delusion, but an unhealthy delusion, well, out of the whole total percentage of men, the percentage of which I'm gonna get essayed is over 50%. So you're telling me that means out of all the men in your family, you got 4 brothers. That means 2 of them have the potential to essay any women out there.
Shit.
And then they'll be like, well, no. Well, that's what you said.
What's SA mean?
Sexually assault.
Ooh, okay. What's a good, like, if you didn't say SA, what word, how would you say it?
Rape.
No, I'm not saying without saying the actual word. Say assault? Say assault?
No, we just say SA.
Okay. I'm gonna say assault or grape.
Yeah,
Grape
grape
is
or essay. But that's the type of delusion we live in, or the rating question.
Yeah.
The reason why they ask females to rate themselves is to see how much delusion they have, because it goes down like this. Women have the key to sex. They're the only ones that give access.
Facts. And the
If
key to
it's
life, too.
not, then it's grape, right?
Yep. And the key to life too, because we can't get here without them.
Well, we got the key to life.
Yeah, like
The sperm is alive, the egg isn't.
that is true. But where can we put a sperm that is what other organic place can we put a sperm in this world that can naturally grow like a baby?
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that, they're the ones that give birth. But my point is, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're the antithesis of, or not antithesis, whatever word I'm trying to use. Like they're the origin of birth. Like, no, it took me for you to even get to this point. That's why, for example, in the French Revolution, you could have, let's say 100% of your population, you put 50% of them. Now, we'll make it even more crazy. Put 20 or 70% of your men in battle.
Mhm.
They all die. You got 30% of the population left, right? That 30% of the population within men, and you still have 100% of the population of women, the society will survive.
Yeah,
Make it flip-flop, society collapses.
yeah. Because one, variety. And also it's easier to reproduce when you have a better support system. Like if
I'll break it down even simpler. Which is quicker in raising the population? One guy inseminating 10 women, or 10 guys trying to inseminate one?
obviously the first one.
That's why.
Yeah.
And
Like-
now we live in a world where you don't have the duty, like any duty that women have, they're not inclined to do it. There's no shame behind not doing it, and it's encouraged.
Yeah. It's the lack of responsibility of what you're blessed with having.
And accountability.
True. Because like one thing I know for sure is that like the way I see it, the egg is the body, the sperm is the source of life. So yes, the egg does not have any life a part of it, but without the egg, life can't be supported. So it's a real slippery slope when, well, you still want to shoot?
Yeah, I'll shoot or whatever.
Because I'm just chopping it up at this point.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah, I don't even feel like shooting no more, especially because my triceps fire right now.
bro, that's how I felt when I being here solo. But this is a good ball. My ball got like 2 titties in it.
Oh. I can give you my other one. It's actually pretty decent. It's not as new, but it's still good.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I just think that it would be nice if women were more responsible with the gift that they have, which is not only life, but the gift of being able to reproduce life. I feel like that would be really, really cool. And I feel some are. It's just at the same time, the ones that aren't celebrated or praised as much as they do,
They're
because there's so much of the ones that aren't being accountable, not being responsible, and not even being what's the word? Not even being what's another word I want to use? Accountable, responsible, reliable. They're not being reliable with it. So we're like, there's a lot of women that bring other women down. Why? If anything, like women should have one of the biggest like groups of positivity in the world because of the fact they reproduce life.
Well, that's the thing. When you live in a world where you've been propagandized for the past 100 years to spend your most reproductive years in college, become a slut, well, I won't even say that. I'll just be nice. They tell you to go to college during your prime reproductive years. They tell you to get a degree that's oversaturated,
Yeah.
in which you're going to find hard work in, which is ultimately useless for society.
Yeah.
Then, during the time you're there, we also have sexual liberty. So now you can have unprotected sex. You have access to HIV tests. You have access to abortions. You have access to birth control. You have access to anything that can prevent you from having the repercussions of your consequences, and you're celebrated for it by your peers. And then you're also encouraged to live in a delusion to where you are, because you can obtain higher access men because you have the key to sex.
Yeah.
You have the delusion of, oh, because I can have sex with this high value man, that is my value, but it's not.
It's definitely not.
So then you go through your whole 30s and 40s, you hit that glass ceiling, titties start sagging, you get rolls, you may have 1 or 2 kids, your body is not the way it used to be. Now you're wondering, dang, I'm getting with high value men, but they're not giving the relationship because men have the key to the relationship. So now you're thinking you're settling, but the delusion is gone. You know your worth, and you go for somebody that's equivalent to your worth.
Yeah.
That's kind of the cycle now. Compared to back then, it was more so we're gonna use, you're 20, good. You need to be having kids. If you're smart, you need to be homeschooling your kids and teaching your kids and having more kids so we can have more smart kids.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it makes sense for women to start having children in like the years of like 21 to like 28, that range, because one, it gives you the ability to still be young, fulfill the responsibility of raising the young, and still have time to still live the lifestyle that you want. Because majority of the time, like these clubs and all that shit, it's cool and all, but gang, you getting intoxicated every other night or every other weekend or whatever for the gain of what? Just the experience? Like there's a lack of intelligent children because we have all these devices in our faces now. Nobody's actually prioritizing the importance of how schooling should be on a consistent basis. I did see there is a black school that opened not too long ago. I forgot what city though. However, we have all these people with so much money. It's more millionaires in the world now than ever. How many schools do we have that is based around gardening, based around finances, based around all these different things? But then I see China or Asia, the whole continent itself, they changed 90 per, no, what was the number? It was like 1,500 courses, removed it, learn about AI. And then there's another school where people, it's like it's a small AI school where basically you get invited in. If you don't make $1 million by the time your 4 years is up, they give you a quarter of that tuition back, which is like $250,000, which kind of makes sense, but it shouldn't have to be based around an artificial intelligence for us to want to like invest actually into the younger generation. It should start with something as simple as gardening, as simple as survival tactics. There's a lot of people in the world that don't know how to make clean water from a dirty river, me included. There's a lot of people that don't know how to go into nature and figure out what flowers, what herbs can be used to be ingested for healthiness, or even to clean a cut or a burn, or, you know what I'm saying? Like all of those things matter. And that's why like, I'm grateful for the position I'm in right now because I am at that like beautiful age where like, I can definitely see a lot of time that I have used, and I also like can notice a lot of time that I didn't use. So it puts me more in a position to where like the money that I desire to have is not from a place of like, damn, I don't have anything. I need to get something so I can start something. It's more like I desire something so that the next generation can have more than what I've had and then some. Because realistically, bro, I just found out Cocomelon, that bullshit is like cocaine to the eyes of a child. It was a podcast where 19 Keys sat down with somebody who basically is paid over $100,000 to talk about the stuff that she's learned with a lot of these different companies and businesses. And she basically has said, she talked with the execs of Cocomelon. Every time they basically sat children down. When children, any moment that they're watching the show and they don't focus, they edit that out the show. So they want to create something that continuously puts your focus onto the TV show. High saturated colors,
Yep.
The things you say, commands, all of that. That's not good to always get your attention pulled to a TV screen, but you're not having your attention pulled to nature or your mother or, you know what I'm saying, your actual immediate surroundings. That's a low ass attention span. It's like creating little ass fucking insects or some shit.
See, that's my problem with people, but majority women who are
Parents.
indoctrinated by low attention span, right?
Yes, bro.
It's like if I'm describing to you a bigger point on a bigger argument, I can't even talk for a minute straight without having your attention. Like you can't steel man my position, which is basically repeat my position back
Yeah.
or repeat my argument back.
Yeah, because a lot of times women, like, they listen to respond. And not even some women too, men too. They listen to respond,
listen
listen
to
to
respond,
comprehend,
not
and
listen to
really
understand.
understand what's being said. That's how conversations grow, and that's how things actually build to something else. And that's the shit that's like, that blows me a lot of times, that a lot of people don't know how to have a regular conversation. Like, I get people make content and use their meta glasses and, you know, go up to women and, you know, compliments, get their number or whatever. But why not just go up and have a regular conversation? Why not go up and just say you look good for the day and let her have the rest of her day? Why does it always have to be content like about taking someone's attention, bringing them to you, getting something from them, and then moving away from them, like just detaching completely? You got what you wanted and you left.
Yep.
Why not gifting somebody with the presence of life and allow them to move on with that, and you take what you've given and now build upon that and move some more? Because if you could give that to somebody else, just a regular compliment, like I did today. I did it 2 times today. So I ain't gonna lie, I went to the gym. It was a girl in all pink, and I know the dude that she was with, it was either her brother or her boyfriend. I was like, damn, she looks good in that. The whole time I'm working out, I finished I'm halfway down my second set, and she walks by and a dude comes up, was like, hey, yo, bro, is that your girl or is that your sister? Because like y'all do, you know, y'all spending. He's like, oh no, man, that's my girl. Hey man, you do your thing, bro. Keep it going. She was like, damn, man, that's hella respect for you. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little shy to do this, but you know, I feel like it should be said. And then kept it pushing. Another moment.
You gave him status by
Exactly.
doing that.
There's a lot of men that probably don't do that shit. They rather just keep the thought in their mind of, damn, I probably would get that shit, no cap, if he wasn't here. Like that's a parasite in the mentality of how you moving throughout your day. Why be a parasite when you could be a goddamn antidote? And then another moment that happened today too. It was a woman wearing all yellow and she had the fro out, looking good than a motherfucker. Not gonna cap. I walked up, I had finished my set doing like the hip thrust thing.
Yeah.
And she was on the core machine. And I walked up to her and I told her like 2 things real quick, because I know you're working out. 1, your hair looks great. Thank you. Second, your yellow, you look really good in yellow. He's like, oh wow, thank you. I'm walking away. She has the headphone out like, is he gonna say something else? I'm like, no, that's it.
That's it.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Literally.
Have a good day.
She's like, oh, thank you. See, it was like a relief because she thought I was gonna try to get some more out of her. Like, even earlier today, after I got JJ Fish, I told a woman, it was a woman from Queens. And then we was talking about, it was like, you know, New York just won. So, you know, y'all could talk y'all shit a little bit more. And New York may be a little bit more positive for the next 2 days. It may be 20% less shootings because New York gonna won the championship or something. Like, I don't know. But after she went to the bathroom and came back out, I had asked her, like, hey, what's your name, by the way? Her name was Samantha, short Sam. And I was like, shoot, by any chance, can I get your number? Oh, I'm actually have a fiance. Oh my God. Hey, I'm proud of you, gang. Whoever got you lucky, on God. And just kept it pushing. Like, a lot of guys want to feed their validation internally of their ego, their confidence, and all of that stuff by trying to see what they can get from women. Bro, we're providers. Why are you trying to always take from when you can provide a service to somebody that is literally just as simple as a compliment and then move on? And if things don't go right, don't be like, all right, bitch, I ain't want you anyway.
Literally.
What the fuck? Why? Nigga, obviously you did.
That's cope.
Like, bro, what?
That's obvious cope.
Like, oh God, bro. So it's like, I just would love to see a reality where people actually provide positivity to each other, because positivity is more life. And I'm not saying be like delusionally always positive, but like, bro, provide life to someone that you would love to see. Like, you would love to see you would love for someone to put a smile on your face. So why not go put a smile on someone else's face?
Literally.
Like, it's literally that simple, bro.
But you know why it's difficult for a lot of people to have like good conversation nowadays?
Shit, attention span. That's one of them.
But here's why with the attention span. Now, media is set up to where it's teaching us whatever we feel through reels. One, constant dopamine. We always have to be entertained.
Yeah.
Instant gratification, whatever. But the second one is even more important. TikTok, all these reels, specifically TikTok, teaches us if I don't like this, I can just swipe it away.
Yeah, bro.
So then you take that in real life. I don't like this
Literally.
conversation. I'm gonna swipe it away.
Exactly, bro.
I don't like you. I'm gonna swipe you away. I don't like my job. I'm gonna swipe you away. I don't have to deal with you.
Yeah.
Whereas with everything else in life, it's real time.
Yeah.
There's space between conversations. There's space between your reaction to a stimulus and your response.
Mhm.
There's space between you at this job and you at the next one. There's a space between whether you want to be in this relationship or not. But
Mhm.
because of the instant gratification, we want to get to the next thing. And as fast as we can swipe to the next video, that's how we think, that's how fast we're going to get to the next point.
Mhm.
So I don't need this job. I can find another job in 2 weeks. Maybe, but it's not the job that you need. It's just
Exactly.
the job that you have to end up getting that you don't want to do, and you're just going to move on to the next thing.
Facts. And that also goes into, I think, people acting always emotionally. Like, people, and that even goes to even me in my certain situation, right? Like, the girl I'm currently dating, like, it makes me feel as if I move with emotion, it's that swipe. If I don't move with emotion, it's me embracing that space. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, that doesn't mean I sit with this emotion and do nothing with it. Do something with the emotion. Work out, stretch, meditate, so many different positive things you could do. And then even if you want to get negative, just make sure that negativity doesn't spill into the things that's helping you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be a positive and negative to everything. So that's why, like, I definitely agree with you. There. Okay. I would love to see like I saw a video. This dude has said, so y'all ain't telling me all these running programs, these people be fucking. And it was the music behind them. I forgot what the song was, but it was like a very like suspenseful sound that you would remember. Kind of like, think of the Boondocks or something. I don't know. But it just goes to show that like people always want to take things from each other and like blend their realities together with a certain type of what's the word I'm looking for? With a certain type of let's just say injection.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh shit, good catch.
I'm going to do like 2 more makes and then I'm done shooting because I have another spot actually. That's why I'm still here.
Mhm.
Like my other spot starts at 5. They close at 3. So if I can get there by like 4,
You wanna
that
go
would
to
be
QT?
awesome. Huh?
You wanna go to QT?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Bro, because I'm trying to gain muscle, I have to eat over 170 grams of protein for real. Gang, yesterday I had made some quinoa rice with some grilled chicken I heat up in a microwave and cut up, and some cheese with some teriyaki sauce. Oh my God. I couldn't even finish that shit, bro. Every bite I took, I took like 5 bites and I was like, all right, I'm pushing it, bro. Like a mug. That shit's still sitting in my microwave right now. Good shot. Cause sheesh, bro. Eating a lot is a lot. I'm glad I drink a lot of water though. I haven't been cramping at all, which is beautiful. So that's really, really good.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
How far is this spot from here?
Hmm?
How far is it from here?
It's literally like less than 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, I'm just gonna chill here.
North, south, east, west?
Huh?
North, south, east, west? Which way is it at?
Towards Midtown.
Oh, so west. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that's one thing I'm starting to learn as a pet peeve for me when it comes to with people's intelligence. You gotta at least know what's around you or what's near you. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this definitely developed because of Sydney, no cap.
Yo,
So,
it's girls that bring out the best and worst in men.
bro, I swear to God, because it's like, bro, I've been living here shorter than you, and you don't even know the gas station that's all around you. And then the thing that irritates me most is that some women will act stupid on purpose, but then it's like you see them act dumb so much, you don't know if they're being serious or not.
Right.
And you're sitting in that space of like, are you shitting me or are you for real? Like, what are we doing? And then when you realize they're being dead ass, it's like, oh my fucking God, bro.
See, that's the same problem I got because my biggest pet peeve is slow people. If I say, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and you ask me, what do I mean by that? Don't talk to me.
I'm gonna be honest.
Or if I say, hey, I'm about to go to work, what do you mean you're about to go to work?
Bro, that goes back to when I told you and Jair years ago. Women purposely will test you, bro. And that's what makes me get upset about this. So it's for men specifically, women need to know it more because, you know what I'm saying, they're the ones that's gonna be snatched up throughout the night sometimes, literally. But
Very rare cases, but
yeah. However, I would like women to like know more of their surroundings. Like you should be able to know the nearest gas station, the nearest Walmart, and then wherever you're going to, you should be able to have at least an idea of where that location is. Because it's not for the sake of like knowing where you're going, it's being able to know your inner compass. Because if you can know where you are externally from north, south, east, and west, it actually makes it easier for you to dissect the emotions that you're having and where you can actually put it to help you. And sometimes you figure out by doing so many of the things that used to be helpful that you end up finding something that can like combat it to change it. Like there's a lot of men in the world that definitely masturbates. And it gets to a point where, you know what, this hobby, nah, I ain't fucking with it no more. I think I'm gonna start doing something else, like going to the gym or painting or playing ball or, you know what I'm saying, doing something to switch it. But if you always keeping the same thing all the time and you never switch it up, that just goes to show you don't have a compass internally to actually help you direct where your energy should go to help you out in life.
you call it the inner compass, I call it a moral compass.
Same thing, honestly. It defines the same thing. And it's funny because the other night, I was literally writing out again, like my morals. It's actually in my journal right now, because now every time I go over something, even if I know what it means, I still break down the word. Like I look up the definition, and then after reading the definition, I use my own interpretation. So like, I think I have it here. Yeah. So morals are a personal belief, principle, and values to decide right from wrong. My meaning is the mortal ability to decide what the future is based on with supernatural understanding. The supernatural understanding is your belief, basically. And I wrote 4 different morals. 2 of them Well, 3 of them I was like half sleep writing them, but it still
happens.
suffices.
It happens.
One is playing by the book of society is overrated. Create your own reality. That's moral number 1. Moral number 2 is no matter the religion, if you can't tune into the inner molecular world, you will never be satisfied. 3, some positives give you negative feedback and vice versa. Be righteous and also delusional. And then 4, say no more with intent action. Say yes to thoughtful action. However, practice both for balance.
You
Hear
got that
thought,
from Mel.
trust
Mel.
the goal. Huh?
You got that from Mel, didn't you?
Nah,
The dude that you sent the video.
nah.
F them.
I mean, if it fits, yeah, but nah.
You just gotta say no.
I mean, I don't know. I just wrote whatever I felt in the moment because, like, it just kind of makes sense to me that you shouldn't play the same book of society if you don't like how society is run. Create your own reality. Create how you want things to be. Everybody has that main character syndrome. Well, then how about you be the main character that changes things for the better? And then 2, no matter the religion, if you can't tune into your inner compass or moral law, then how can you ever be satisfied? Because you can have a belief system, but if your morals is fucked, the belief system is only going to reveal to you how fucked up you actually are.
Yep.
And then moral 3, some positives give you negative feedback and vice versa. Be righteous and also delusional, which is also like saying you can actually be dumb just for the purpose of the moment so that positivity can flow and the vibes can flow. Because you could be so positive or so negative that you disrupt the environment. You know what I'm saying? So be righteous enough to be delusional. And then say no more to instant action or instant gratification and say yes to thoughtful action. However, practice both because sometimes the instant action is needed. And sometimes overthinking an action can be doing too much. So practice both for balance, hear the thought and trust the gut. So yeah, those are the morals I wrote yesterday. And I'm gonna stick with these. Because I probably wrote morals already in one of my other 8 journals. So, like, bro, these are all the journals I took from work because they have like a whole closet full of journals and shit. You need a journal?
I'll take it.
They got literally a lot. They got a blue pen too. You want a blue
I'll
pen?
take it too. See, the only thing is when it comes to morality, when you break it down and you start asking people where they get it from,
Mhm.
I say this all the time now, but it's literally preference.
Yeah,
Like
it goes down to preference.
if they're secular, or here's my biggest contention. If you're secular, I can understand why you have no morals because it's just your preference.
Mhm.
But if you claim to be Christian, but your whole actions and what you believe is against the religion you claim to be, that's my issue.
Yep.
Because then you're just, for example, with modern women, one thing that reformed, I call them reformed hoes, or they call them born again virgins. I call them reformed hoes.
Oh, so my ex, basically.
We're not even gonna get into that.
We're not.
The last story you told me, I was like, yo, I didn't even know all that was going on. That's why you had to get out of there. But
I was like, fuck. But yeah, go ahead.
but a lot of times, remember the female life cycle I was talking about before,
Mhm.
starting from college and how it just goes on to now. That's when they start reforming. They realize I'm losing value
Mhm.
more and more the more I give myself up.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to fake virtue just so I can get the man that I want.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is I'm going to pretend to have these virtues.
Yeah.
Chastity
Mhm.
is already gone, but I'm going to be chaste. Like I'm going to be celibate basically for a certain amount of time. Even though before in the past, I'll go on the first date, one night stand, next guy, first date, one night stand, next guy, 3 dates in, one night stand. Basically first date, I'm sleeping with you. Now I'm transferring to, I understand the repercussions. Now my value is lower. Now I want to act right all of a sudden
Yeah.
because now I know it's not working. So now I'm going to the next guy who I really like. I'm going to make sure I make him wait.
Yeah.
And from a secular standpoint, for men that are secular, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense to me because you were being a hoe before, giving it up. So am I not special enough to get that from you? You say I'm the one, but for people you don't care about, you gave it up easy. But when
Yeah.
it comes to me, now I can't get it.
Yeah.
The only way that works is for Christian or somebody who has a religious system that has a virtue system.
Yeah.
Because now they're saying, okay, you're trying to reform. I can dig that. I forgive your past, but your past is still there.
Yeah.
So if you have 30 bodies and now you want to be a reformed hoe,
Mhm.
your 30 bodies is still an account.
Definitely.
The difference is here, your sin remains. When you go to heaven and you truly like give your life to Christ and you revert your perverse ways, your sin is non-existent. It's covered. It's forgiven. But
Mhm.
here, your sin lasts with you until you die. If you cheated, you will be a cheater until the grave.
Yeah.
If you're a hoe, you will be a hoe until the grave.
Mhm.
If you are a murderer, you will be a murderer until the grave. Then when you transition to the afterlife, you're seen as actually you. You are actually Alfred. You are actually Christine. I don't see you as hoe. I see you as your name.
Right.
But here, in this world, until you leave, you're no longer Christine. You're no longer Alfred. You are what you did. You
Mhm.
are a hoe. You are a murderer. You are a fake Christian.
Mhm.
And that's going to stay with you, unfortunately.
That's bro, it's a couple of things that you said that really hits. Cause I ain't gonna lie, number one of the biggest pet peeves I have, I'm glad you walked out because I didn't want to get loud. I did not. I did not want to get louder.
I wasn't going for that, bro.
I was gonna be like, yeah, 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 yeah. One blood heart. Oh my God,
I
bro.
was like, let me just say
Oh
this man
my
in trouble.
God.
Let me just say
Okay.
this man in trouble,
You
bro.
definitely did. There was going to be a whole lot of fucking pistol packing, thumbs tapping. Nah, but real shit though, it's number one, like I love that people end up, finding the faith that really matches them. But don't find the faith just because you see everybody else doing it or just because your family was doing it.
That's my biggest-
Research what act like all of them, and that's just my opinion. Like you can do it your own way, but I feel like it makes sense to actually do your own research and really see what's more valuable to you. Because what that does is you're actually giving yourself the ability to expand how great it is to live and explore what type of lifestyle you want. Because, I see religions as, a lifestyle. Whatever lifestyle matches you, that's the morality that you stand by. And that is how you're supposed to move. Now, all the things you were saying as well with like the things that you are before you go to heaven, that is 100% a fact. That's a true. You got to live with that. And a lot of people, I think, have such a huge problem in their religions because they can't accept that. And since they can't accept that, they go through just such the huge internal battle, and they have to try to kind of like either kill their old self or avoid their old self or just downright demonize their old self when in reality that's still a part of you until your time is up. You just have to learn to accept it and move forward. That's why the art of letting go is important and the art of also self-love is important. Because if you can't still love the aspect of you that was doing those things, whether it was robbing, killing, or being a whore, whatever, if you can't find a way to embrace that aspect of you because you did it for a reason, it wasn't like someone forced you into doing it. Majority of the time, you never know what people's lives may go through, but I'd say 10% of the time they're being forced, maybe. But the 90% was a decision you had to make at the end of the day.
It was a free will decision.
Exactly. Everyone has free will. Like I
You can have 90% pressure, but that 10% is still your free will. As
exactly.
long as you have 1% of free will,
Mm-hmm.
it's your choice.
What
I'm
they say,
sorry.
the will of a mustard seed, as long as you have that much of faith,
Yeah,
that's probably
if you
like
have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain.
exactly, and that's probably like 0.8, because that mustard seed is smaller than a motherfucker. So, that I think people just need to really like embrace themselves more, which allows them to embrace whatever their belief system is. And then they can end up having the partner that actually matches them and communicate what needs to be said. Because a lot of times when people may talk about their past, whether it's, past partners or whatever, and then they want to do things different with the new person, but not communicating to the why and the depthness of the why. And depending on who they're trying to connect with, they probably don't even have the communicative ability to ask the right questions to where they're not like attacking the person and what they are doing, but genuinely curious onto the question of why, which opens up that ability to connect better, which gives the opportunity to have a better relationship. Like people gotta learn how to talk to people and embrace talking, embrace the uncomfortable conversations. Because like discussions turns into open doors of acceptance, inner and external. Especially inner, because inner is really the most important. External just reveals what's already going on inside of you. So the more people can do that, bro, the world will be slowly but surely a better place. But people got to show it, which is why stuff like this is on. This is why I want to do this. Like that's why I create music. That's why I like to be the type of person I am on the court. Like me learning how to do when you was talking about something. When we was talking on the court, and it made me realize like, oh, Ox Blue. I was talking about how what I'm learning at Ox Blue and what you're learning too. It relates to the court so much what I'm learning with Ox Blue and my lady, learning how to let go, learning how to use force, and learning how to also communicate force on the court, learning how to use your body at the right times, communication, speaking a part of the game so that people have the opportunity to see and be the places they need to be successful. Like that's why I love basketball so much. However, to get back into that concept, like it's important that people talk more. And even if they feel as if it's hard for people to listen, so what? Keep talking, keep speaking, because naturally you're gonna find somebody that's gonna be able to hear what you're saying, not to respond, but to really comprehend and let you get it out. Because that's at the end of the day what it needs to happen. A lot of people are holding on to a lot of traumatic things in their life, and it's stored in areas in their body. And that's why they have certain pains or illnesses because they never let it go. Sometimes it's not about what you eat or what you didn't work out and do or whatever. You just probably experienced something that you never talked about, and it's just still sitting there like like a mucus or like a tumor. You know what I'm saying? Like these things sit and build through time. And if you can't learn to let it go through communication or through an action, like it's gonna kill you on the inside, bro. And that's the shit that's really sad. That's why, like, no matter how many of the times my mom and my stepdad argued or whatever, I try to be that pillar because not to protect my mom, no, because I want y'all to keep living. At the end of the day, that's all I really cared about. I don't give a fuck how many times y'all argue about whatever the bullshit is happening, whether it's high, small, or whatever. Y'all need to talk it out. Because one, y'all both individuals living together. Two, y'all a married couple. And three, I'm living under y'all. I'm not gonna sit and just accept this happening, especially if I have a voice. Like, what? I'm gonna say something. And a lot of people should start saying things and be okay with the uncomfortable stuff. And the uncomfortable now is doing something for a viral or for a clip. Like, no, we've been doing this shit for years before I ever picked up a fucking phone.
Yeah.
That's why it's even able to, it's easy to talk about this shit and not care who sees or who don't see. It's about doing the work, regardless if it's on camera or off camera. Do the fucking work because it's gonna show in real life. Like it's really gonna show. No cap.
There's definitely a couple of points I do want to talk more about what you said, specifically in like especially your last point with speaking out. Like even as Christians, it's your job to talk even when no one's listening. But not even but and
Mhm.
with communication, the main problem that I see through these podcasts that talk about dating and things of that nature and what's wrong and what's, what can be improved. Oftentimes, people are talking past one another because they can't agree on the semantics of a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like when you ask me about essay,
Mm-hmm.
essay in itself is an ambiguous term
Mm-hmm.
because when a lot of the times when you look up stats, oftentimes essay is described as a multitude of different things. In some studies, catcalling is essay,
Mm-hmm.
a shoulder rub, essay.
Damn, really?
Yes.
Damn.
So by that criteria, when you look at the studies, most modern women, they'll claim, oh, well, men SA women more than women SA men. And it's like, no, because when you actually look at it, depending on the criteria,
Mm-hmm.
women SA men more.
Damn.
It's just we don't report it because it doesn't matter.
That's true. And these even stories, and you could definitely continue after that. There's stories of a lot of men that were really, really young that were like SA when they were kids and never spoke about it. And some of them either go through like not having sex in some of their relationships because of how big that trauma is, and even looking at women in a different light because of what happened. Like that's kind of it's wild.
Like, think about it. You went to college.
Yeah.
You went to the clubs.
Well, a few clubs, really lounges, but yeah.
Well, either way, you've been in a scenario with a bunch of people,
Yeah.
and I have too. You could count on one hand how many women have came up to you and like put a hand on your shoulder or got uncomfortably very close to you
Mm-hmm.
or just said something way out of pocket. That's the amount of times we could have reported SA.
Mm.
Whereas with women, it's the same but more amplified because now society is set to demonize men. So now it's like, well, men are just inherently bad, inherently evil. Anything that a man does is
Mhm.
SA. And then when you really break it down, oftentimes, here's how you kill him.
Mhm.
You want to LARP and talk about SA and how bad it is, but when you ask a woman what's her sexual fantasy and you break it down, what is it?
Damn. That nigga just switched the crowd.
What is it?
Damn. It's usually them like
Random
being-
stranger dominating me.
Yeah, like dead ass. It's usually
And
always
then when it happens in
domination.
real life, oh my gosh, SA, 50 Shades of Grey, the
Mm.
biggest fantasy of most modern female, right?
Yeah, because they want to be dominated. But that's crazy.
But that's the problem.
Fuck.
When you get it from the person, it's considered SA.
Yeah.
The very thing that you imagine and you ruminate about in your mind that you think you want, by the time you get it, it's SA.
Damn.
And I may get a lot of heat for that, but I don't care because at the end of the day, it's true.
Damn.
Whereas for men, it's different. We are dominating, or, we have a woman that's pursuing us.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, in either case, the one where a strange woman is, trying to have sex with us,
Yeah.
that's not considered SA for us. That's a dub. Because attraction is asymmetrical.
Yeah.
And not only that, the consequences of men and women are different.
Yeah.
Nowadays, promiscuity is so boosted between men and women. Women that are promiscuous, other women will be like, yeah, that's right, just use him and lose him. But on the same thing for men, yeah, just use her and lose her. So it's promoted on both sides, but it sucks more for the women because you have the key to sex and you give access and you decrease your value. You're a
Literally.
depreciating asset the more you give yourself out.
Literally.
Whereas with men, unfortunately, the case is the more we give ourselves out, the higher in value we get from a secular perspective. Now, from a Christian perspective, both sides are crapped because now the reason why it is crapped is because this is scientific. They did a study on promiscuous people and the effect it has on a relationship. The higher in promiscuity you are, the lower chances you have of staying committed within a relationship. Whereas the inverse is more true.
That's true.
Or is also true. The inverse is also true. The lower sexual bodies you have, the more likely you're going to be able to maintain and stay within a relationship because guess what? If you're a virgin as a man or a woman, but specifically in this example, I want to focus on a women because women will be like, well, you know, we got to have more than one sexual partner because, you know, we don't know what we're missing out on. Well, here's the thing. Imagine you're in a space where the only experience you have of sex is this person. You don't know anything else. Well, it may suck the first time. Okay, but you don't know that. You just know this is sex. And the thing about sex that people don't understand is that the more you have sex with someone, the better you get with that person. Because now the compatibility is you're learning more. More repetition, more learning, more execution.
The more shots you take, the more shots you can make. Literally.
Literally. So that was just one point. And then the next point, as far as you said a lot. So I'm trying to like process it all and remember and recall it.
Dialing into the supercomputer, the authentic intelligence.
But yeah, I can't remember all of it because it was good. It was good stuff. But it was something else you said that really stuck out. But mainly I wanted to touch on like, you know, both parties talking past each other because there's no understanding. Like there's no understanding of what is okay for men and what is okay for women. And like I said before, society is like inverse from what it's supposed to be. Men, they get all the consequence, all the responsibility, and all the accountability, but no authority.
Damn! And the crazy thing is, here's the shit, right? The only way they get authority is if they have money. That's the only way. Is if they have money or if they have a certain relationship with somebody that can provide that authority for them, which is also kind of like very, very much so.
Appreciate it.
What's the word I'm looking for? If they only get authority because they have money or the relationships they have, then it kind of makes it very finicky because
You know why?
Yeah, sure. Why?
Okay, I'm gonna frame this for you and let's see if you agree.
Okay.
Let's say you're a millionaire.
All right.
A woman dates you and she says, you know, as long as you pay for this, that, and the third, I'll give you this, that, and the third. I would argue that's prostitution.
That is prostitution. I was literally, when you said that, I was like, oh, hell no.
Good. So we're on the same page. So
Yeah.
the reason why men have quote unquote authority, men that have money have quote unquote authority, is because it's literal prostitution.
Yeah.
You're getting the woman for what you want and you're just paying. Well, you're paying for what you want and she's getting what she wants from you.
That's why high key, I would rather have a woman when I'm broke so that as I'm building my finances, she's going with me instead of me having the money and then getting a woman. Like that is becoming more of the norm now. Get the money first, then get the woman. However, wealth is more valuable than riches because wealth can sustain for lifetimes.
Yep.
Riches only last one lifetime.
Wealth is a system.
Exactly.
Rich is a moment.
Exactly. So I rather have a system that can last for generations upon generations instead of just having a moment, because a moment only lasts for a specific time. That's like 10, 15 years, if that 30 years, whatever is that. That could be just one lifetime. But having a system that is built on morals, values, and certain standards can last for hundreds of years. Look at Rockefeller.
That's cross
Look at
generational.
look JP Morgan, look at Chase, like all of these families that's built these systems that we go to every single day to purchase or partner with or be a part of in some sort of way. They built a system that has last generations. That's the thing I want to build because that's more important than just having money that can sustain all of your needs now, but you're not actually having a real relationship. And a good example of this, every successful rapper that has great high levels of money, but not in a healthy relationship where they're only having sex with that one person, only seeing that one person, not entertaining any other woman, 9 times out of 10 in their songs, they're talking about fucking other women while they have a woman. What type of fucking sense does that make? Because you're sending out that message to people saying that shit, I got what I want, but I still want more, and I don't give a fuck whether she like it or not. And that doesn't
I can have
doesn't
my cake and eat it too. That's
right.
what that is.
Like I personally don't like that because young men listen to rap more than anything else. Rap, soul music, hip hop, well, rap, hip hop, R&B, a little bit of rock, you know what I'm saying, jazz or whatever. We listen to the things that keep you pumped up and keep you going. And if the stuff that's keeping you pumped up in your natural state is talking about you only being
Degeneracy.
loyal to yourself and not loyal to the people around you,
Degeneracy, bro.
like that's fucked. Like that's fucked. That's why I only listen to certain things for so long. By the way, side note, did you see my keys?
Oh, I put them in that pouch.
Okay.
And then that's just the men's side.
Yeah, and the women's side is
So,
even worse. I remember we
women's
talked about
side-
Sexy Red after we watched Inside Out. That shit was crazy.
So check this out. We live in a society now where women get no duty, ultimate privilege, shared authority,
Mm,
no responsibility,
Mm.
no accountability. All those four things match the 1 point of privilege. Women are elevated by privilege, and privilege is entitlement. Same thing as a right.
mhm,
Entitlement absent duty.
mm,
What do I mean by that? So a lot of times people will say, well, you have the right to speak, you have the right to live, you have the right to, do as you will without causing harm to other people, which is
Right.
actually a Satanist belief.
But
But I'm not even gonna go there, but
on the next episode.
but just that, right?
Yeah.
So going forward, you could say you have the rights to all these things, but what duties do you do to uphold those rights?
Mhm.
And rights are just a concept of the mind. Outside of modern society, you go outside in the world, you can't tell a leopard I have the right to speak. If they can kill you, the
Mhm.
leopard took away your right to speak.
Yeah.
Or if you go to another country and a man says, hey, you don't have the right to speak, what are you going to do as a woman? Are you going to try and fight him and die over a right you think you have?
Exactly.
An entitlement, absent duty? No. And then to push it even further, we bring it into relationships. My biggest topic that I really love hearing discussed is submission. Because this may be an unpopular take.
Hot take.
And of course, it's both sides to the matter.
Mhm.
And I'll start with the men first.
Mhm.
Men, the problem with men in relationships now is they don't know how to lead because we're in a world now, like I said, hyper responsibility, hyper accountability, demonetized, no authority.
Mhm.
Everything is shared, everything is taken away from us.
Mhm.
So how are we supposed to lead our partner if our partner does not want to follow?
Mhm.
And then if every woman is like that, what gives us the mindset cross-generationally to lead women? Now let me go to the women.
I don't want to answer that question though.
Go ahead.
I kind of want to answer that. Ask it one more
What
time.
what incentive do you
Yeah, ask it one more time.
so within the circumstances
Yeah.
of how we got to men not leading
Mm-hmm.
due to our partners,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunately now our opposition.
And
Crazy to say, right?
yeah, in
But
some ways.
just symbolize the question.
Yeah.
Based off of how modern ideals impact leadership on our end as men,
Mm-hmm.
what incentive do we have to want to lead?
It honestly just it has to do with what you want your future to be. That's the only thing that comes to mind and what comes out of my heart too, because like you only lead to make a better future. You don't lead for just your immediate family. You don't lead just for the person you want. You don't lead even for the business or company you want. You lead for the future so that whatever you leave behind is worth being left behind so that the next, whether your son or daughter, can do it, their due diligence, or even somebody you hire if your son or daughter are not qualified to do exactly what the business is needed to continue to flourish. Like that is the only thing that comes to mind because like leadership is pillars to it because it's not just do as I say. It's
Do as I say within reason.
exactly, yeah. It's not just do as I say, it's in reason. It's also trust how my
Trust the
emotions
leadership.
trust how things flow. So that's a really deep question though. Like
Okay.
that's a question that I feel like you should bring back around like a year or two from now. Like that's a really good question.
Okay, so based off of your answer, I'm gonna push further.
Okay.
So on top of everything that I said that is against men, you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just gonna steal man your answer.
Mhm.
Basically, you're saying the incentive we have is to basically create a future, right?
Yeah.
That extends beyond us.
Yeah.
So my next question is, how is it the case that we can create a future involving children when our partners, our available pool of
Mhm.
women that we have,
hmm
doesn't want to do that? And then two, if they do want to do, or if you do happen to accidentally or consequentially create an offspring, you have no right to tell her not to kill your child.
That is the shit that is kind of fucked. I will say though.
So
That is kind of fucking. That's why it's very important on dissecting the person who you're dealing with, and then too, it's also we're willing to just take that risk because a lot of times the people that we, not even just the people that we, majority of the men, if I can give a random number, I'm gonna say 74% of men that have children, they probably didn't want to have it with that partner, but it happened and they didn't want to kill the baby, so they just naturally, allowed it to be born. I think that you have to really dive deep into who the female is that you're trying to build a life with because that there that's the biggest 50-50 split of all time. Like it's going into a whole human being, 50% of you, 50% of her. Doesn't matter what facial features, it's the internal being that's within the body. So yeah, it's just about that what we talked about, you know what I'm saying? Just communication and just like going deeper into who that person is. And that may take time, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of time and a whole lot of trials and tribulation. And it does suck that the pool of women that we have, I would say, like we was talking about when we was on the court, the women that are righteous and actually think for themselves and has a good head on their shoulders and understands the importance of leadership and submission, they don't get, praised enough. We don't know really what that looks like.
we don't know where they are.
Exactly. Because even the ones that could look exactly like what we're looking for, they may give a whole opposite spin. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men, like me specifically, the most natural woman looks to me is the more close to earth that she is, which means allows me to be a better leader for her because of how natural she is. However, there's so many women that weave wigs constantly and women that's not naturally embracing their beauty of themselves. Like for instance,
Like,
it's a woman at my job, at not my job, at the gym, beautiful. Her name's Brittany, beautiful woman.
shout out Brittany.
But bro, first time I saw her, she had on a afro as a wig. I thought it was her actual hair. That shit was like this. I was like, I love your hair. Everybody keeps saying that it's a wig. I said, bitch, what? Ain't no way that's a wig. That shit look good. What type of hair you got? What does it look? Oh, I got a pixie cut. What? Pixie cut? What the fuck? What?
And that's another problem. We live in a society now where, I mean, it's been the case like this ever since makeup was a thing, but we live in a society now where there has to be a level of deception
Bro, and
in order to get that partner. For women, it's primarily makeup and hair.
yeah.
For men, it's image building.
Yeah, like looking real good online, but actually being like an asshole in as a person. And then it makes it even worse because streamers, they get clips all the time. And even though some clips can be really funny, but it also shows how shitty of a character that you have, even if it's just for that moment.
And it's out of context.
Yeah, out of
It's
context,
out of
and it's in that
context.
moment, that's being shared more than the positive stuff that you do. And if the positive stuff isn't shown and all the negative stuff that you see is being shown or secular stuff and it's not shown with context, it's like, what the fuck is you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is more important? And I just like I say this to women all the time. I don't give a fuck how beautiful you look. Please, for the love of God, take that damn fucking wig off. Please, for the love of God, just no weave. Just try 6 months. 6 months, actually take care of yourself, and you're going to feel better about yourself. Because a lot of times women do these wigs and all of that. One, for the image. Two, they didn't grow up with that self-security, self-confidence, and self-esteem to keep themselves afloat. Like men find it in sports, men find it in collaborations, friendships, brotherhood. Women find it in their body majority of the time and whatever they judge themselves as. And that's the shit that sucks. Because and then there's also men out here who supporting the woman that's wearing the nastiest mask ever and not even rocking with the woman that is natural. And that's the shit that be hurting me, bro.
Well,
That's the
even
shit.
even within that, those very men that you're talking about, those are the ones that aren't virtuous. They're just in it for one thing and they're leaving.
Yeah.
And the problem is another hot take of mine that even my girl disagrees with, but it's true. Women will say all the time, they shift the blame whenever it's something sexual,
Mm-hmm.
always shifting the blame to men.
Mm-hmm.
But when you peel back all the layers and
Mhm.
get to the very last one, the
Mm-hmm.
foundation
Mm-hmm.
of the whole core of the argument,
Mm-hmm.
it's false. Here's why. Women say, well, I was with this man, we hooked up one night, he's the reason why this, that, and the third happened,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because he had sex with me. When we peel back the layer, it's like, okay, well, to your point, the first thing that common people would think about is, well, did you at least, get to know him first? That's kind of like first and foremost. Well, yeah, I met him at this
As soon
this
as they
place.
say
Da, da, da.
well, that well with the pause says everything you need to know.
But let's just go through the line, right?
let's
Let's go through the logical entailment.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we met at the club. We were dancing. I was drunk. I was lonely. I wanted to be in a relationship. I was desperate. He wanted to be in a relationship. That's what he told me.
Another version of that is dating apps.
Yep, I gave it up. We kept going for a little bit. As far as dating, he leaves. Now I'm left jacked up more than I was before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically you're telling me you allowed yourself to get railed, expecting relationship. God did not give you relationship because you gave your most valuable piece, the only piece you had that can bring leverage to any relationship, which is why chivalry existed in the first place. And I'll get into that after we go through the entailment.
Mm-hmm.
You gave up you gave up your trump card.
Yeah.
So the
true.
guy got his reward. What does he have to stay for? If you're just like every other woman.
And an opposite side of that same coin, and don't forget where you was leading towards. The opposite side of that same coin is, say for instance, the sex happens and the guy wants to continue building and you continue building with him. That shit
It's
is
just a one and done.
exactly, and that's the shit
That's the most masculine thing women do. And it's not attractive.
at all.
But here's the problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go down through the entailment, it is the women's fault because you gave access without securing relationship.
Gave the keys to the doors, and now you're mad at the person who you gave the keys to.
Exactly. But the importance of why you have the key is lost. And the importance of why you have the key is explained through chivalry. Because chivalry was practiced for what? Virtuous women,
Mm-hmm.
women of chastity,
Mm-hmm.
women that can reproduce and want to reproduce,
Mm-hmm.
and women that want to marry.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 4 reasons. And of course, there's more too. But typically, for the chivalric code, that is why men courted women. Because in return, we're getting a net benefit. We're
Mhm.
getting virgins.
Mhm.
We're getting
More assets.
we're
more
getting
liabilities.
wives.
Yeah.
We're getting children.
Mhm.
We're getting legacy.
Mhm.
We're getting submission.
Mhm.
We're getting nurturing. We're getting trust. Let's go to today.
Mhm.
The number one, another hot take of mine. If
Your
you
hot
really,
takes. I like your hot takes so far. I'll fuck with
if you really want to test a woman and get canceled,
them.
ask them this one question.
That's one of those.
Just ask them this one question and see what they say.
All right,
Outside of your box, what do you bring to the table?
bro. That's like the most viral question ever, and the most important question too, because like, if you are only bringing sex, ability to cook, and ability to nurture, every woman in the world can do that. Cooking is easy. I put shit in the microwave and be good. I can nurture myself and I can also take care of a child. I've done it before. So it's like you got to be more than just the natural person that you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to build skills. That's why it's important to build hobbies, which allows you to not just be a part of the table, but you can add things to the table so that things can blossom to something great.
I'll counter that point too.
That's
So,
like the opposite of the coin type shit. Same concept. But go ahead.
so check this out.
Mhm.
You mentioned skills, accolades, hobbies. Men don't care about that.
Damn. That was like an open lane.
Let me ask you,
Okay, okay.
would you rather have option A? She works at Chick-fil-A.
I already know.
She is very submissive. She wants to have children. She wants to get married.
Mm-hmm.
She's virtuous.
Mm-hmm.
Or B, CEO,
Mm-hmm.
argumentative, quarrelsome, questions your authority all the time, makes more money than you, and expects all of your resources.
And the crazy thing is, everything as you're saying that, I'm thinking like, shit, any other options? Is there a middle ground there? Because it's like the first one sounds like a But the second one sounds like
Heck no.
like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what makes the first one better? I said submissive.
Literally, that's the only thing. The only thing that still makes me do that face is, where are you trying to go after this Chick-fil-A though? Like, what's your next step?
She just told you her next step.
Which is
I want to be your wife.
okay,
I want to have your children.
okay,
I want to secure your legacy
okay,
and support you in your goal.
okay.
That's what submission is.
Got you.
That's what virtues are for women.
Mm,
Even in the Bible, it says God made Eve to be at Adam's side, not behind nor in front.
mm.
It's not me. That's God. So for men that say, well, you know, you women just gotta stay behind me, that's not her place. For soy boys, the woman gotta be in front of me, that's not her place. But for real men, or just men in general,
Yeah.
the duty of women, what she was created for, is to be on your side to support.
Oh my.
Which is why option A sounds much better,
Yeah.
because submission shows humility,
hmm
whereas option B shows entitlement.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
would you rather, now that we went down the logical entailment of both,
Yeah.
here's your options for real: a woman of humility or a woman of arrogance
Humility.
or entitlement.
Definitely go humility every time.
Now here's the problem: 85% of our dating pool right now is option B.
And they're probably not even CEOs.
They'll have option A's job,
Literally.
but have mentality of boss babe.
Bro. Oh my God.
And
like,
then option A, that other percentage, what is it, 15%? Because I said 85.
yeah, 15.
So that 15%, like you said, they're not elevated,
Yeah.
and we can't find them because even they are indoctrinated by the 85%.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they're thinking, well, you know, I'm virtuous, I'm this, that, and the third, I will submit to my husband. But now, because we've been indoctrinated by feminism for 100 years, now the term submission, even for traditional women,
Mm-hmm.
is perverse,
Yeah.
because now it's called femcons, a feminist conservative.
Damn. When you said that, I'm thinking like Comic-Con. Like, I'm like, there's no way that is a thing. I'm like, what?
Yeah, a femcon is a contradiction. So you have feminist values, but you claim to be conservative. So, for example, a conservative take is conserving tradition, which
Yeah.
means you follow traditional values, which a traditional value would be submission.
Uh-huh.
But then you add feminism into submission. What does that look like? Submission if.
Mm.
So I'm gonna give you the definition.
When you put it in that way, it makes sense. Because at the same time, you would submit if certain qualities are met. That doesn't
No,
make-
that's not submission.
Mm.
That's options. So
That's
let me
good
give you a
point.
scenario.
That's a good point.
Definition of submission is, I'll just use obey.
Okay.
That's what we commonly know it for.
Yeah, yeah.
If submission by definition is obey, and the context of within the traditional purview is based off of the relationship between Christ and the church. So whenever you're in a conversation about submission and your girl is trying to challenge you about, I'll submit if, it's not submission, because you're basically telling me, if you're traditional and you're using the same value system of submission, the church submits to Christ. Now, there is the verse that says that husband and wife submit to each other, but here's the difference.
Mhm.
Wives don't have the same duty as the husband
Right,
or the authority.
right.
You submit because in his case, he is equivalent, not is equivalent to,
Mm.
is equivalent to Christ. in terms of he is the head of the church.
Yeah.
And what did Christ do for us? He died for our sins.
Right.
So what does that entail for the man? He dies for the family. He
Mm.
dies for the church. He
Mhm.
dies for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
He protects his wife.
Mm-hmm.
He guides his wife.
Got you.
He guides the family.
Got you.
That's the entailment. So a simple argument could be, so if you are a traditional woman and you have confusion about submission if,
Mm.
and I'm supposed to die for you,
Yeah, I get that now. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
that's just one argument. I could really get ballistic with it, and I will just because.
Spray the crowd. Switch the crowd.
So here's some arguments you could use. That's the first one. So I'm
Okay.
supposed to die for you, and you won't even listen to what I say.
that would piss me off.
And it's within reason.
That is within reason. That would have still pissed out.
Submission is not a husband telling his wife, jump off a cliff and die.
Yeah, no.
No, it falls within reason. Would God tell you to jump off a cliff and die? Probably not.
Yeah.
So, next argument, one of my favorites. For all the boss babes out there that say, submission if.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I have two arguments for you. The first one, you work for another man.
I remember you said this before. Go ahead. I remember this.
So, you work for a man that's higher than you, over you in authority,
Mhm.
according to your occupation.
Mhm.
And you submit to him, you follow whatever he says. Be here at this time, wear this, present yourself as this. This is your job. Do your job, clock out, go home.
Mhm.
You follow all those rules. No questions asked. You may have pushback, but it's at the jeopardy of your job, which you need, right?
Mhm.
You get home, man just says, can you wash the dishes? No. I'll wash the dishes if you do this. It's always a question of authority, but yet when it's money involved, now you want to listen. Prostitution. Okay. That's argument number 2. You think I'm really hitting the head?
This nigga Dre hooping.
Well, here's the problem. We didn't even get to a really good one yet. This is the really good one. This is how you hit them over the head. This is like after you beat them down, this is the final like kick to the stomach before you walk off.
With Tim's on.
Yes. Same thing.
Right.
Submission if it's the case that you will submit when it comes to me railing you in the bedroom, but you won't make me a sandwich because I tell you to.
Mm.
So you will let me blow your back out nonstop. Do whatever I want to you. You do whatever I say within the sexual act and within the sexual confines of our relationship. But anything outside of that, I have to justify my reasoning. Imagine you're having sex, you're hitting it, you tell her, turn around, I'm gonna hit it from the back, and she goes, why?
Bitch, come turn your ass over. I'm trying to go crazy.
My question is, are you still gonna be turned on?
Hell no, I ain't gonna lie. That for like half a second, like in real time, I'm gonna be like, what you mean why? My dick is gonna slow. Like, if I'm like this, okay. Say this is the Jones, right? If I'm in her and she asks that, huh? What do you mean? Hold up. Oh God.
So then why is it the case that when it comes to me telling you what to do in the bedroom, you, yes, sir, yes, daddy.
Right.
Outside of that, why?
Mm.
So if that's the case, then when we get in the bedroom, if you tell me to do something for you, I'm just gonna ask why. Why should I? Justify why I should blow your back out right now.
Mm.
You want equal authority, right? I'm not gonna submit to you. That's not my job. The husband's job is to love the wife and to die for her protect and provide for the family. It says the wife's duty is to respect the husband,
Mhm.
to submit to the husband. That's
Mm.
it. You have 2 jobs. We have 3. You can't even do your 2 jobs. That's an issue.
This nigga,
And you want no shame.
like Steph Curry, James Harden.
Like, how far are we gonna take this? You want no shame, no accountability, no responsibility, no consequences,
Mm.
but all the benefits.
That's like having a 400 credit score and expecting a loan for $20,000 with no type of like history showing that you could even take care of a $250 credit card.
And you get the loan.
I'm gonna be honest, gang.
And you get the loan. That's modern women.
This is why, like, I don't know the names of these women, but there are actually really good women who like probably would agree to about 99% of what you're saying. The only reason why I don't say 100 because women gonna be women anyway. So, you know, but I need to figure out where these women are and try to direct these women to people, because not only is it, you had said something exactly earlier. It's
What was the topic?
the topic, it was this. It just had to,
Submission?
yes, it was submission. It was,
Submission if?
yes, it's basically what women absorb to even make them want to think of that. And you had said feminism
Yeah.
blended with media.
Conservatism.
Wait, what?
Femcons.
Femcons, yes, and also media.
Yeah.
Because like nobody really knows the type of algorithm that certain females have on their phones and on social
do.
media and stuff like that.
It's a bunch
Stop.
of BS.
Well, yeah, but stop.
But continue.
We don't really know the type of media that women are observing and looking at every day, especially if it's outside of entertainment. Because majority of the time, if it's not hair, makeup, it's entertainment. And then after that, it's probably bullshit.
Food.
Yeah, food, stuff like that.
Degeneracy.
Right.
Feminism.
So now it's at a point where like
Misandry.
misandry.
Hatred of men.
Wow. Wow.
We live in a society where misandry is elevated, misogyny is consequential. Misogyny is hatred of women.
Wow.
I could say
Damn.
this particular woman looks ugly, canceled.
Mm.
Women can say, oh, this man ugly.
And it's justified. It's okay.
Yep. But continue your
See,
point.
The point I'm really want to like dial in is that women need more examples of how to be a woman.
No. Here's why.
Ah, shit. This nigga Dre for the cook.
I ask you a couple questions.
Steel, come down for the leg.
So, would you agree that majority of society knows how to treat women?
I would say no. Majority is over 50%. No. Definitely not.
Okay, so then let's challenge that.
Mhm.
For you personally, growing up with your mom,
Mhm.
dad outside of the house,
Right.
majority of our demographic, right?
Yeah. Probably like 85.
As a black man, what is the first thing you learn? How to treat a woman,
Mhm.
right or wrong?
Yes.
Okay. You're a black male child. Black female child, same thing. Mom tells you how you need to be treated as a woman.
Mhm.
Vice versa, single father households, or even fathers in the house, they're teaching you how to treat women.
Mhm.
You're getting how to treat women from women's perspective, how to treat women from men's perspective.
Mhm.
But today's day and age, the difference between men and women is men are taught how to treat women and also how to treat men, because even if we don't have a man in our life,
Mhm.
a father figure or whatever, we learn through other men.
Yeah, 100%.
We treat men with respect,
Yeah, through
and we learn that
coaches,
by
all that,
being
yeah.
with other men.
Yeah.
Women only learn or get taught, how I need to be treated, how I need to treat other women, not how to treat a man. And that's majority of our population.
Okay, well then that's the direction I was going with when it comes to women need to have a great example of how to be a woman so that they can treat men how they should be treated. Because I feel like that's the biggest piece of the pie that's going on. Like that's the biggest foundational piece that's missing. Women don't know how to treat men actually like a man because they're moving off the false beliefs of how they should be treated, especially when those beliefs are put in a perspective of
Women
like
empowerment only.
exactly. So that's why like there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a bridge. I even wrote this in a song. Like I'm fine with bringing the bridge between love and hate because somebody got to do it at the end of the day.
Yep.
Somebody has to be that bridge because if not, we're gonna still be. It's like in Chicago and even most cities has a bridge, right? One side. You know what I'm saying? When that bridge is up, you can't really see the other side of how things can really go. And you can't walk across. You have to go under, you got to go over, you got to try to go around, but you're not getting straight through the truth. You're not coming with the straight accountability, the straight, everything that you need. So we need to pull these boulders down, pull these barriers down, and really come face to face with how we should treat one another. Because I would say 30% of men know how to treat women, maybe even 40. And
I disagree.
you say it's lower?
Higher.
You say it's low? You say it's higher? What number? What percentage you saying?
I say over 60%.
Over 60%?
I'd argue even over 80%.
Hmm. The only
Here's why. Here's why.
Okay.
Would you agree with me that people who or men who essay women do not know how to treat women?
Mm, cause when you say treat, it's such like a
I'll
like,
define treat.
no. Like
I don't want to talk past each other.
Yeah. It's just when you say it in that context, it's kind of like we finna go to the court, but you don't say what court. You know what I'm saying? That's how I perceive that. That's why I made that face. It's like you make sense, but it's also like.
Well, that's the thing. I want to define treat
Okay.
because that's how you talk past one another. And in a debate, if somebody uses, it's called equivocation.
I like that word.
When somebody uses the word for a meaning that supports their argument, like it gives it a double meaning.
Got you.
So, like for example, within this treat,
Yeah.
if I don't define treat, I could use treat in any way to elevate my argument.
Yeah, and for the sake of just this moment, that's very intelligent and mature of you to even acknowledge that because a lot of people don't do that. They know that they're doing that, but they don't inform
They don't know the term.
Exactly. They don't know the term and
They think they're just right.
Exactly. So yeah, that's good that you even do that. So yeah, define for the context of the moment, how would you define treat in the aspect of men knowing how to treat men that do essay know how to treat women? Like, what do you mean by that?
I'll just define what I think treat is as far as treatment towards women.
Uh-huh.
I would say it's aligned with the duty. So how we treat women is by doing our duty, loving them unconditionally, protecting them, providing for them, being, in Jason Wilson's words, a comprehensive man, the man that the moment demands. That's
Yes.
how you treat women.
Yes.
Now, within that context, the reason why I asked you the question of, would you agree with me that men who SA women do not know how to treat women is because if we're using my definition of treatment, it goes against said duty.
Mm-hmm.
You're not protecting them.
At all.
If anything, you're devaluing them forcibly.
Yeah.
So I would argue that based on that answer, now we go to the next step. What percentage of men SA women? And we don't know the stats,
I don't know. the
but
stats.
I'll just say 10%.
Yeah. I'll say 8 to 10. Yeah.
So based on that, even if we add other mistreatment factors,
Yeah.
I'll say it just raise up to 15%.
Okay. For the
Because
second, yeah.
the argument that I can foresee going or any women going is men are hoes. What percentage of men are hoes? Probably 5%. But that 5%, the exception,
Mhm.
is elevated to where that's the only thing that's being realized, while the other 95% of men don't even have the opportunity.
Literally.
So let's go back to the topic.
Yeah.
So we're arguing, or we're not even arguing, we're just discussing
Mhm.
what percentage of men know how to treat women well
Yeah.
or can treat women. So if we combine the statistics of, I'll just say 10%
Mhm.
SA,
Mhm.
15% home mentality, promiscuity.
Mhm.
I won't even say 10, I'll say 5%.
Mhm.
That's only 15%. So 85% of men know how to treat women. We don't stuff them in cages. We're benevolent. We don't use them as sexual objects. However, the 15% that do, society elevates. And since it's elevated, it covers the 85% of men. So now all men are seen like that. And unfortunately, it's the same with women. The
Yeah.
percentage of women that are hoes are much higher now,
Math is mathing.
but it's directly inverse for women. There are more promiscuous women than virtuous women. So the latter, that's kind of just how it is. Whereas with men, we are emasculated or dehumanized because of a small percentage that do it.
Mhm.
And if you want to get really deep with it, I can compare it to race too.
Yeah, if you add
Black
race in the
people.
mix, god damn, that shit gets real finicky. When you
Black
add race to the
people.
mix. Yeah.
The small percentage of black people that do black radicalist stuff and make us look worse than what we actually are is the very thing that is defining common black people that don't even push for that.
Mhm.
But because of that small percentage, that's what we're seen as.
Yeah.
So that's why I disagree with your statement that you said 40% or less. I argue 80% or more
Mhm.
because that small percentage of men are the exception.
Mm. So you're saying that 85% is kind of the ones that's definitely being more projected, but those are the ones that's not really helping as far as how things should be moved in a more progressive way. And the 15% is being swallowed by that 85.
No, the 15 is overpowering the 85.
Oh, so okay. So it's flipped. Got you.
The men that are essaying women and mistreating women by being promiscuous, that's the leader.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
the
yeah.
first view of us.
Yeah.
Men, when you think of men or when women think of men
Yeah.
in modern day and age, they think
Mhm.
of that 15% in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So the other it's the opposite. The 15, the mentality of the 15 is affecting
The 85.
the higher percentage on the women's side. Let's say
Mm.
70% of women are promiscuous, just for this example.
Yeah.
So the 70% is being ideologically impacted by this 15% of men, which causes the 70% of promiscuous women to see men, the 85%, as the promiscuous group.
Damn.
So it's like a mask in
It
front of
is.
it, or it's like a filter.
Damn.
You take away the filter, which is very hard to do because women are so indoctrinated now to think in this way. But when you actually take it away and you just see the common man, There's no common man essaying people.
at all.
There's no common man who even wants to think of essaying people.
Or even a common man that wants to have hoes. Like
A common man
legitimately.
just wants to have a successful career, some children, a place, a wife.
Literally.
That's it.
Literally.
We don't want any of the extra hoopla. We just want a nice submissive woman that can give us kids. Cooking and cleaning, that's extra. I'm supposed to be the provider, so if anything, we can order takeout for the rest of our lives.
Right.
I'll provide any deficit that you have. That's the man's job. The women, they give us a prolonged species. They give us nurturing. They give us support.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm making $1 million a year and my wife is making $75,000 a year, but we can increase our income if you stop working and you support me, and I can start bringing in
2 million, 5 million.
$2 million a year,
Yeah,
which would be more optimal.
that definitely would be more optimal. Because even if you were to try to double or triple 75,000, it's not even gonna be close to what the hell 2 million is.
And you know what's the crazy thing? Add kids into it, her check is going towards childcare. When you can just have her stay at home, take care of the kids,
Mhm.
you go out and work. Now, of course, people will argue, well, the economy is what's causing people not to have kids. Not true,
Shut
because
your head,
the
damn.
poorest people have more kids than the richest people.
You ain't lying.
So explain that to me.
You are not lying. You are not lying.
So there's just a lot of things that are fallacious in what we think about.
Yeah.
Because of feminism, it literally causes us to invert every virtue,
Mm-hmm.
especially on the women's side. Women have no more duties. Now you have women saying, I am the table. When they answer the question, what do you bring to the table? If they don't answer ambiguity like, oh, I bring kindness, I bring, I can cook, I can clean, I'm funny. I don't care about all that.
Now,
That's not, that's pluses, but
yeah.
when you get down to your core values, and then we compare your core values to your baggage. If your baggage outweighs your core values, you're worthless.
Yeah.
Same with men.
God damn. That actually.
And then when you tell me
Shit.
you are the table, then you don't need a man.
You want to get folded up.
You want to
wanna-
get folded up and passed around to the next cookout.
On God. God damn.
If you are the table, you have no need for a man other than sex.
Golly. So let me ask you a question and we can leave after this. If you, let's say you had a daughter, what would you continuously like try to help her understand as a young lady as she continues to grow to what would you want to feed into her so that she can become not only a virtuous woman but a woman that understands the values that she must have to be what she not only supposed to be but more.
Great question. And I think about that every day. And whenever I watch the podcast, they ask Andrew Wilson this question.
Mm.
So it made me think, well, I pray every day. I'll answer the question, but I'll say this. I pray every day that my children, whether it's daughter or son, that they avoid degeneracy, that they uphold virtues, that they uphold righteousness, that they can find a spouse that also avoids degeneracy, upholds righteousness and virtues, and that my children's children can avoid degeneracy, uphold virtues, and uphold righteousness.
Mm.
So to answer the question, which is, and correct me if I'm wrong, what would I say to my daughter in terms of like basically how to be a woman. Is that about right?
Basically, because
Well, you know, if it's not right, just say it. Now, I don't want to answer a
to
question you
to
didn't
to
ask.
summarize it entirely, yes, but it's more just about like how to make sure she doesn't become the same type of societal woman that we see today, and so that she can be the woman that makes tomorrow a better tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way I would answer that question is making sure that she upholds and understands the context of Christian values. The reason why I say that is because when you break down Christianity, or not, I won't even go there.
Mhm.
When you look at traditionalism or just tradition in general, what is tradition? A very loaded term, very hard to define. But the best definition we could come up with is experiments that worked.
Mm.
Christmas,
Mhm.
it's a tradition because it works.
Yeah.
So bring it to Christianity. Throughout all of history, throughout since the beginning of Christianity up until now, in terms of women that actually practice it rigorously and uphold it,
Mhm.
the outcomes outweigh the negatives, or the outcomes, positive outcomes outweigh negative outcomes.
Got it.
So what I would tell her is the reason why you need to be well informed as a Christian is because the very thing that you believe, the outside world is inverted. It has
Mm.
inverted it and it is teaching you to be against that.
Mm.
And you can look at many examples to how this does not work. Single motherhood being the biggest one. And I'll just lay it out for her.
Yeah.
Single motherhood is literally this. Women gives access to wrong person
Mhm.
or certain circumstances is different.
Yeah.
It's a nuanced position, it's a nuanced consequence.
Yeah. It varies.
But generally, I would say women gives access to wrong guy. Wrong guy leaves.
Yeah.
Woman is now stuck.
Yeah.
Christianity teaches you do not give up access until you get commitment. Virtue seeks virtue.
Mhm. Mhm.
Fake virtue gets fake virtue.
Mhm. Damn, that hit home.
So that's what I'll tell her. Be virtuous, be righteous, and everything will kind of spell itself out. Simple.
That's fire.
Not everything that's simple is easy, but
Yeah.
that's the simple answer you could give.
That is real.
And just educate them. Like this is what the world's gonna tell you. This is what the outcomes of how that leads to this.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie. The one thing I'm grateful for the fact I had to do a lot of learning on my own. But one thing I definitely wish is that I had more like man to man conversations with my father, especially growing up, because like it puts the perspective of how a man thinks, how he acts, and how he handles certain situations. And it doesn't mean I have to follow how he does it, but I can at least see a rubric at a younger age that I can at least understand whether if I want to be in a form of this way or not be this way.
Yep.
Instead, I've only saw through coaches, classmates, teachers, and what's the name, and later on my stepdad and my older brother. But because the lack of communication, their only space that I could really learn how to be a man was through my jobs, through sports, and through the failed relationships, and even some of the friendships, the ones that I've gained and the ones that are no longer here, because through experiences is where you learn the most. So since I asked you the question of that, I'm gonna answer the question for myself, but for a son,
I did want to comment before you answer though.
yeah, um, yeah. Before that, I would definitely make sure my son understands what it means to not only be a leader, but also be a man that can be accountable for the actions that he makes and what it leads to. Because it's important to not only understand the actions that you're making, but also how impactful it handles your future ability to make decisions and being able to visualize what it is that is, one, not for you, and two, greater ways of handling situations. Because like going off astrology just for the sake of the moment, the fact that I'm all water in my top 3 signs makes me a very emotional man. And then on top of that, my mom and people used to call me Lil Kentrice because that was her name and I looked the most like her. That's already an environment trying to put me in a position of being like my mom instead of me understanding what it's like to be like my dad when I'm the second son of my father. It may not be from the same mother, but I'm the second son that my father had put into this world. So knowing that and also observing what his first son has went through and based off what his first son has told me lots of stories about in his life, like how do I direct my life in a way to where it can be meaningful for myself and also impactful for the people I'm connecting with. And like that's kind of like the biggest like cloud I've been feeling like I've been walking with, and being able to walk in that cloud with like a beam of light and also the clarity to like put on the glasses to see through the cloud and be able to continue to move forward is very, very like I'm grateful to have, and being able to be that type of leader for not only my son, but also for other kids out there, because I see kids a lot all the time. And even when we go to New York, those kids look at us as like the way I was looking at coaches growing up, but I didn't have a coach where we're practicing and they're training to get me better just to be in this one place. Nah, we're working and we about to play a season. I got 60 other kids, 60 other U's I got to pay attention to. The training I'm about to go do in New York, that's like 15, maybe 25 kids. The most we had so far is 28. But that's like a small classroom, you know, being in Chicago or whatever, and even sometimes out here in high school or whatever, that's a small classroom. And then you got 6, 7 other coaches. There's time where you can have those one-on-one talks and have those conversations that they may not have with their own father, because you don't know what the type of relationship these kids have. My first year, when I had got caught, I was coach of the week, the mother was like, he never says anything to us, but the way he's able to open up to you, it's amazing. And the father's like, yeah, I don't know what I got to say to him, but you guys do a great job. That just goes to show that like there's a lot of kids in the world that don't have the ability to be open with their parents because of the type of perspective the parents have itself. And it's difficult to be able to be the best version of me possible when I still am taking care of the little me that's trying to figure out how the fuck can I even be the man I'm supposed to be when nobody even taught me how to do this shit. Even if mom said this, that, and the third, you're my mom, not my fucking dad. I need a fucking man to help me out through this shit. And the only man I've been able to help me through this shit is not only the man in the mirror, God itself, and the universe, which has been helpful. I'm grateful for it. It's just being transparent and being honest with what I've been through and gone through to even get to this position. So it's interesting. I love it. I do. It's just also very interesting. What was the thing you were going to talk about though?
Nah, you hit the nail on the head. The problem with single motherhood is, especially when it comes to boys, David Cooley brings up a very good point, and he's the owner of No Fugazi podcast. He went on a rant, essentially. It was funny, but it was true. Because he was saying for women, they live life on easy mode.
Yeah, they do.
And as a single mother, they say, well, you know, I had a masculine experience because I have to provide for my kid and I had to make certain decisions. And I had to teach my kid how to be a man. No, you taught your kid how to be an emotional man that shoots up schools.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Shit.
Terrible joke, but
terrible joke. But
terrible
I
joke,
get it, but terrible joke.
But to the point.
Yeah.
Cooley made this statement.
Damn.
Single mothers
That's a fire.
raise men to be emotional men,
Yeah.
whereas, and then not even whereas, attached to that, the son in that situation, like you said, has no example. So they have to learn masculinity oftentimes on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And through your experience, what you just said, you could have had one data packet,
Mm-hmm.
but now you have to decipher through 6 data packets. Which one is the best?
Exactly.
Which one sounds more optimal? One foundational data packet or 6 very different data packets about the same topic?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with single motherhood. And depending on the scenario, even with divorced women,
Mm-hmm.
this is another hot take. And I'll just end with this. Dre's hot takes for the day.
Yeah, you cooking right now. What's this, number 4, 5?
This is probably number 5.
Yeah.
Well, this is 2, so this is gonna be 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My 2 biggest hot takes. Depending on the scenario, I have very low sympathy for divorced women and single moms.
I can respect that because the biggest question that comes to mind is when you're a single mom, what's the relationship with the kid and his father? And what's your relationship with him, regardless of y'all relationship status? What's your relationship with him as a co-parent?
You know what the answer is?
Majority of the time, it's going to be.
Oh, I'm
I
My
don't know.
bad,
I don't
my
know what you're
bad.
gonna say.
my bad. Not the answer, but you know what the cause?
Oh, okay. Yeah. What you think the cost?
Irreconcilable differences.
Explain that.
Simpler terms,
Yeah.
I wasn't happy enough.
Yeah. That or disloyalty. Like my dad, he cheated.
No, but that's like I said, depending on the circumstance,
Mhm.
that's fine for me.
Yeah.
Infidelity and abuse, that's the only 2 I could give.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's irreconcilable differences to me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're choosing. So I'll just dive into both of them very briefly so we can leave.
Yeah.
Single motherhood.
Mm-hmm.
You chose happiness over the outcome of your child. Why do I say that? The majority of criminals, the majority of degenerates, the majority of people with ill morals, where do they derive from? Single mother households.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
Next point. Well, due to your unhappiness, you created a child who practices degeneracy. Congrats, single mothers. Next point. Divorced women. I chose happiness over family.
Mm. Mm.
And oftentimes, the 2 positions are causation of each other.
Yeah.
Because I deserve happiness in my marriage, I got the divorce. Now I have happiness, quote unquote, as single motherhood by providing for my child and becoming masculine. But now my child is in degeneracy, so now I'm unhappy and I'm lonely, so I'm all. So here's my theory, and my last hot take of the day off camera.
And we're back. Last hot take of the day. What you got?
My last hot take. When it comes to liberals and conservatives and all that, liberals caused our population decline through sexual liberty, through all these different types of degeneracy. They don't even reproduce amongst one another. The ones who hold tradition, they will reproduce.
Mhm.
So here's the theory. And it's not mine, it's something that I got from any take that I have that I've gotten from other podcasts. This isn't my genius or whatever, just as credit. So the theory is one side will just die off
Mm-hmm.
because they're not reproducing.
Mm-hmm.
They're having all the sex in the world, killing children.
Mm-hmm.
They never reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
They never reproduce enough people to uphold their side.
Mm.
So eventually, it's gonna come to a point to where all the degenerates are just gonna die off,
Mm-hmm.
and who's left? The traditional people.
Yeah. That's real.
That's my hot take.
That's real. And I'm gonna share this one thing before we go, because I know for damn sure not only I'm gonna re-listen to this, he's gonna re-listen to he's gonna re-listen. Everyone was re-listening. This is the point I was gonna say before the phone died. Every single mother household, whether you have a son or a daughter, needs to have a mentorship program that their son or daughter is a part of. Nowadays, we have podcasts, and the parents should actually be listening to the same person that their children is listening to so they can understand who they're observing information from. One, that's 100% true. However, if the child is young, like specifically under like he's not a teen yet, like he's not 12, like 13, well 13 yet, he needs to be seeing somebody physically, or she needs to be seeing somebody physically that they're learning from, that they can have communications with, tough communications with outside of the home, so that they can think for themselves, express their emotions unapologetically, and also talk about the things that is going on inside of them that they feel if they tell their parents, they're going to feel judged in their own home for. And no one likes to walk in a home walking as if you're on top of pins and needles. That's the worst feeling ever. So yeah, that's the end of this one. I'm sorry to shut off. I gotta keep my phone charged, but yeah, subscribe for more if you're new here. Clips gonna drop and all that. This is JC. That's my boy Dre Son, also known as Elo Dre. Either one really doesn't matter. Do you have you made your own nickname or no? Because I'm still rock with Elo Dre. I fuck with that.
I have so many nicknames at this point for so many different people. I'm just whatever they call me at this point.
All right, Neon Dion. I fuck with the shirt though. Where'd you get it from?
Oh, not to take a dark turn, but this is my dead stepfather.
We're gonna end it off right there.